don't want to see
You guys
nobody
are like, who the
with
fuck
boots
was
on ever again.
Nigga, my
Here we
shit
go
puckered
again.
up.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Yeah, my bad.
I was like,
My
what the
bad.
fuck is going on?
That was me. That was me.
You made your voice like Randy Savage.
Nah, that's just a fucking soundboard.
Oh, I'm like, damn, I
So
didn't know about.
yeah,
I want,
if we wanted to think, if we wanted to give some thought to something, I'd just be like,
you know what, man? Can metal change your voice?
yeah,
I mean, it got
there's a
change
lot
your
of things
voice.
that can change. Yeah, there's a lot of things that can change your voice. Yeah, absolutely. You can connect your headset to a PC, and then through the PC, you can use something along the lines of, I can change my voice through this right now, right? Can you hear the difference? So
I
I'm
ain't hear anything.
assuming that you didn't hear the difference.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh shit! Hold on. Let's see if it works this time. Hold on. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't,
I guess computer. Say testing.
Did it work? Now it's letting me go live on Twitch, but the live ain't popping up for YouTube now.
hmm.
There you go. There you go. There you go, God damn it.
I just see
God
RRP.
damn it.
My apologies, Chico. I think this should change it a little bit. So if I wanted to change my voice, it would sound like that.
I don't think it's working right now. Man. Hey, Mike.
What
Hey,
about
Mike.
now? Yo,
Mike.
yeah.
Is y'all in California having a problem with like staffing, having a problem with like man critical thinking?
I'm in Arizona.
Okay, Arizona. Are you guys having
What do you?
that? Have you noticed like like there's an issue with people with critical thinking skills, man, and things like that? Is it or is it just me?
I think it's in everything. I think it's in
Are you,
everywhere, sort of
I'm
thing.
saying, are you noticing something that's going on in the United States where man people are just getting dumb and dumber?
Oh yeah,
Well, these are critical
absolutely.
thinking skills. It's kind of like it's almost like you can go to the store and just get some ketchup and tell the guy, the stocker, hey man, you guys got a ketchup, and they're like, yeah, there's no more up there. Or they say, oh yes, in the back, and then walk off.
I mean,
Like,
I haven't heard anything necessarily like that to that extent, but I
I'm just
mean,
giving an
shit.
example.
Yeah. Well, I mean, con artists have been doing that for whatever amount of time. But if you're talking about a widespread amount of people that are absent of critical thinking, yeah, absolutely,
It's
absolutely.
happening all
I mean,
over.
look at what the fuck is happening right now in the world amongst us before our very eyes. It's very
It's,
dystopian. It's very fucking Orwellian. So yeah, absolutely.
it's
But I think that there's a percentage of people out there that are looking at this objectively and saying, I mean, this shit isn't,
I don't remember
it's not
stuff
lining up.
like this. It's to a point where, well, I'm going to go off. I could be at work and I would ask somebody to do something, and they just do it, and I'm like, I gotta tell you to do that part.
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah,
I gotta
yeah,
tell you the extra step.
yeah. I mean, that's a big thing. A lot of people nowadays they don't want to work. Nobody wants to work. I mean, but look at the abundance of uh, financial pipelines that you can actually create for yourself right nowadays. So working for places, yeah, it's immediate money, but a lot of people are looking on doing what's happening at the current moment, which is an expansion of social media, uh, content creating personalities. So much so that a lot of the big talent agencies, right, that would otherwise employ singers and dancers and or actors and things like that, they are starting to employ and hire content creators. As a matter of fact, here's a very interesting story, Detroit, if you wanted to bring this up, to show the influence of how big a content creator can be. If you look up a guy named Markiplier, he just recently came out a movie that he financed himself, $3 million fucking budget, came out on top for 20 million on the box office return. So much so that he was at the top of the list upon the release of the film. That the legendary Sam Raimi, who did, what the fuck is that horror film? Anyway, Spider-Man. He did Spider-Man also. Was chasing him in the box office. But that goes to show you that those amounts and those feats of people being able to just create money for themselves,
What's the name
in a
of it?
sense, self-employed. It's called Iron Lung. Look up Iron Lung. This guy created this movie by himself based off of a game that he played. This guy right here. And he's a legendary fucking YouTube creator. But he put his own money into it. He paid $3 million and got I think it was a $20 million return on it. And
God damn, he got 38 million subscribers?
dude, he's a legendary motherfucker, dog. Markiplier. Yeah. He's got some.
It's not an expedition.
Got some sizzle, man.
It's an execution.
You don't have to watch the trailer necessarily, but I mean, it's good if you want to.
What?
I say you don't have to watch the trailer if you don't want to, but I mean,
Well, you just brought it up, motherfucker.
All right. Go ahead. My bad. Yeah, you're right. Good.
You in here, they don't want you to return. And even if you do, and even if they keep their promises, what freedom waits for you? A few dying ships in a sea of dead stars. If there is still hope, it lies beyond the veil. Hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. I will choose to breathe my last here, at the bottom of an ocean
Of blood.
unseen.
That's you, Chico?
You said what?
That's you?
What's that?
Trying to come in the room.
No, I'm in the room. I'm in the room already.
Mira. Aha.
Somebody using my name?
Yeah.
You shitting me? What they call themselves?
You.
Man, it's weird, man. This is weird as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It's the company
That's
you
weird.
keep, man.
You say what now?
The company you keep, man.
They come to you heat.
You keep.
Who is Keith?
The company that you keep.
Oh. Well, I don't know what you got, nigga. I don't know what the fucking you got going on.
A wise nigga told me that who Chico
Nigga-
hang out with, that who Chico hang out with is who Chico hang out with. You hang out with some gay motherfuckers, man.
Nigga, you want a nigga to get all these niggas dick on dick. Nigga, the nigga had on boots, man. Nigga, you wear boots.
Man, I look, dude, you got a lot more detail than I did, dog.
That shit was frightening, man. Man, that shit was scary as fuck.
He said the nigga had on boots. I ain't no Mexican. I ain't no Mexican got on boots.
I don't know about any of that.
Man, y'all in denial. That shit, man. The
I'm
man
not
had
in
on
denial. I just didn't see. I didn't focus
Nigga,
on
you
the
saw them
motherfucking
boots?
shit.
Nigga had on boots.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't do any of that, man. I didn't do any of that.
Stupid as
I'm
fuck.
just saying.
Nigga had on boots, man.
He said he had on boots, man. Chico traumatized.
Man, know what it remind me of, man? I hate to say this, man. When I was in Cartagena, man, I was walking down the street, man, and
Gay couple.
no, man, I hardly ever bring this up and shit, man. But it was this fucking beautiful girl, and it was late at night, man, late in the middle of the night, and it was this fucking girl, man, sitting on the curb, man. She was eating, and I walked past and I looked down.
Dick hanging.
Huh?
Dick
No.
hanging.
No, she was eating baby mice.
What?
And I stopped and looked, and she looked in my face, and man, the baby fucking feet was still in her mouth hanging out, and the bowl had baby mice in there.
I ain't seen that one.
And man, and I said, man, there's no possible way. And I kept walking, and I walked a few more steps. And I'm like, man, I know what my mind is saying, but it can't be real. Like I couldn't process something like that. And that
That
right there, they're like,
yeah.
man, I know my mind saw something, but it can't be real.
Uncontrolled. They will get
What the fuck is this
rescued.
about? It's a movie?
Yeah, it's a crazy fucking movie. That's why I said you don't have to watch the trailer because you probably won't get it. But the amount of the reaction that it got, right? The reaction that it got is the part that was the part that I was talking about.
I mean, if you
Doesn't
got
matter
30,
what.
you got 38 million subscribers,
Absolutely, absolutely,
and half of them watch the movie and pay $1,
absolutely.
and you pay $3 to make it. You know what I'm
That goes
saying?
to yeah, I get that, but that goes to show the power of some of these individuals, right? And how also what it does show is that to a lot of people that the youth still will show up to the theaters, sit down and watch a movie, right? It shows a lot of things. It shows that against all odds, an independent filmmaker can get there to the point where he's getting chased in the box office by the legendary Sam Raimi. That's pretty fucking compelling. You know, that's pretty inspiring to a lot of independent filmmakers to show that, hey, I mean, granted, he put 3 mil, but that doesn't change, the trajectory necessarily. It's inspiring all in all. You go against establishment. It's punk rock, baby.
What's Arizona like, Mike?
Fucking arid, dry, hot most of the year. It's only hot and cold here. That's all it is. It's flat. It's shitty. I miss California. California was mountainous, green,
So
beautiful weather all the
California?
time. Family. That's the reason. Family. Pocos pero locos, which means there's few of us. Very few. It's only me, my mom, and my brother. So that's it. That's all we've got in this fucking country. Everybody else is in somewhere else. So we stick together through thick
So
and thin.
all y'all moved to Arizona?
Absolutely. My dad actually did first. He was losing his job. Decided to go out here. Today.
Oh shit, family is the most important thing in the world.
The only thing you're ever gonna have, man. You know, I think about it a lot because I'm the youngest, right? Got an older brother. My mom's 80 fucking 3. So it's like you start to look at life in perspectives of you're gonna start losing things here. I don't have much as far as family in sense of immediate family to lose aside from my mom but ultimately, it's just kind of things just kind of look a little bit more clear in those ways. Like, you look at your family things. So just, be thankful for what you got, I suppose.
Mm. So I mean, I
Yeah.
remember reading so much. Somebody said, "I wish they would have told these are good old days right now."
Yeah. Yeah. You never know, right? Never know.
Like anybody, I like to live a long life has its longevity. Uh,
DMC moved to goddamn Arizona.
DMC in Arizona.
DMC moved here?
No, DMX.
Oh, yeah. I had somebody that I knew. He was out at the task office. You know what I'm saying? He was out at task and shit.
What is he
They're like,
doing
yo,
anyway? Is he still in jail?
he's
Who?
dead. DMX?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
he got
DMX
hold
is
some
dead.
fentanyl, man.
He
What?
died, man. Yeah, man. Been
What?
dead for about 5-6 years now, 7 years, some shit like
He
that. Almost a.
he was trying to smoke a rock and it had fentanyl in it.
Mhm. Yeah,
Just
my
like
homie
just
that
like
saw him, he's like, "Yo, man, I took a picture with DMX, man. Where? Fucking outside of fucking Task." DMX looked all, thin and shit like that, but yeah.
what's task?
Task is where you go. Basically, that's where you drop. You know what I mean?
Oh,
They call your color. You know what I'm saying? You're
yeah,
gonna drop.
yep.
Yep.
You keep it random and shit.
Yep. What color are you, man? Oh
Um,
shit, man, I'm brown. Fuck, man, that's one of the first ones to get called, or you know what I'm saying, like shit like
yeah.
that.
A
Yeah.
gangster boo from 3 6 Mafia. It was New Year's Eve, and they got them a little coke, and it was snort some coke, had fentanyl in it. She died.
You know. You know what's funny about that? It's crazy, man. That shit trips me out because it doesn't matter if you fucking like
So
it, man. I
that's
don't give a
Pimp C
shit.
too.
I've
Demise.
done. I've
No,
done.
Pimp C
I've
was
done.
clean. That was way
Yo,
before fentanyl.
I've done a fat amount of fucking fentanyl in my life. A good amount. I don't know if the shit was cut with something else to edge it, I suppose, or to take the edge off of it, should I say? But shit. Who I used to know, man, this motherfucker used to walk, like I said, he used to walk down a row of cars. You know, you just find a spot, you park, post up. This motherfucker used to walk down. He used to have like a goddamn. You ever seen like in the video games or whatever in cartoons, that motherfucker had like a bag and had a dollar sign on it, but it was like a fat, like that's the size of the motherfucker that he had. Nothing but blue. How much you need? Here you go, cash money. Here you go, cash money.
Yeah,
Out.
see, I don't think blues was a thing in Detroit. I don't remember that phrase.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's crazy out here, man. It's crazy out in the West with that. So that's why I'm like saying, like, a lot of people are like, oh, they touched it and they died from it. It's like, what? If that's the
No,
shit that they're really dealing with, that's it, and I'm dealing with some fake shit, then so be it.
no,
But
well, that's stupid.
I was doing a whole
If,
lot of it.
if you touch it and die from it, how the fuck do you get high off of it?
Right, right. I mean, there's people that they show videos and like, oh, if you fucking like barely snort it, you can, you OD and
No, all that
like
cop
that.
shit is fake. When the cops touch it and they pass out, that
Yeah,
shit fake as
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. Why are people doing it? Why is it an epidemic as it is, if that's the case? Because that ain't the case. It's just scare tactics, but the reality of it is it's hella fucking addicted.
It's just
I
addictive.
mean, it's
It's heroin.
super fucking addictive. It's super, and the fucking the come off. That's the thing. That's the big thing, because you do it long enough, you're essentially dope sick.
It's
Oh,
heroin.
here we go.
It's
Yeah.
another level of heroin.
Yeah,
Yo,
you get dope sick off the shit.
Talk to me, black man.
what was that message that you put in the Discord about another attempt to be made in the channel? Can you guys stop collaborating? What was
Man.
that about?
Yeah.
They Detroit got your life getting come about.
You didn't see the porn bomb?
No, I saw that. That's why I told you to turn off the. Remember, I told you to turn off the whole Zoom chat.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, who you talking to? You said, "Can you guys
Whoever
stop collaborating?"
whoever the fuck is collaborating with a motherfucker, because
Oh,
it's obviously Ragnar.
right. Yeah, he's the only one who cared about this enough to do that. That's some weird shit.
It's
So,
been a
yeah.
year, and
Bro.
he knows enough to know to put somebody's name, so I let him in.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I'm just letting in Ryan P.
Oh, right.
And so somebody's communicating to him that the YouTube channel is back. It's only been on for 3 days.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we can't just keep saying these as coincidences.
Okay.
Because the exact same thing is happening over and over again. Come on, man, what the fuck,
Right.
And so
What's
yeah,
that saying?
I'm just saying, I haven't done anything to anybody, and for whatever reason or whatever the fuck, hey man, just leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
It's a hobby I like doing. Like, why is it? I don't understand. I waited a fucking year.
Hey
Yeah.
Smurf.
True.
Hey Smurf, I'm be honest with you,
Yo.
man. You lucky. The man had on cowboy boots and cowboy hats doing
Pause,
God
nigga.
bungee
Pause.
jump. Huh?
This shit burned in Chico's brain somehow.
Damn.
He said, hey, Black, we was talking about something else, and then all of a sudden he was like, hey, man, they had on boots.
Hey man,
Mexicans got on
hey man,
boots.
hey man, you keep
Yeah, the Mexican
changing
got
your
on boots.
voice. You keep changing your voice, man. Sound like this fucking. I don't know what the fuck you sound like. Hey man,
He said, your ass is traumatized. That's a traumatized voice. Like, they had on boots, man.
Ah, shit.
Shit.
I must have got
Got on boots.
you in the backyard. What the fuck? What the fuck is that shit?
Yeah, this shit is, this shit is, it ain't this much coincidence in the world, man.
Okay. Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's you know, hey, it's impossible. Yeah, I mean, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck is DTF St. Louis?
Damn, another one?
What?
What's the new TV show?
The autopsy's
On
gonna say
HBO.
heart attack.
Oh,
Excuse me.
What can I do for you?
Special crimes. I'm uncertain it was natural causes.
What do DTF mean?
Down to
D-
fuck.
I'm not down.
That's my fault.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that
Down to
DTF?
Yeah.
Yeah, it say DTF St. Louis.
I know a few that are DTF.
Come on in. Hello there.
Hey,
I
Clark.
don't know. Is that St. Louis? St. Louis?
I saw this thing.
I'm just reading the title. It just popped up on my shit.
DTF. That may be Detroit, Dallas, Fort Worth, I don't know. Dallas, Texas.
Down the fuck, yeah.
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 I guess I got on boots. Shit.
Damn it. Are you fucking kidding me? Do I have to fucking
Hell
travel?
no.
Man, if Bo Jackson ain't break his hip,
Who was more athletic, or maybe
Shit.
I don't want to say.
I'm gonna be right back.
We're
I'm gonna go get me
now.
some
Okay.
more
We're gonna go to a
you
liquor.
say what?
I'm gonna be right back, man. I'm gonna give me
I'm
some
actually
more
get some more to
liquor.
drink.
I gotta wait. How long I got? I can't drink for another 5 hours.
fight. Who's
Wait, why are you so irascible today?
Because I know where you're going. Go. What's that?
No, you tell me when I'm gonna.
His like great granddaddy was actually Brigham Young.
What does that word mean?
No, really?
Yeah,
Bullshit.
yeah.
Hold on. I gotta look this up. That's gonna be crazy, but I'm thinking you lying to me.
Yeah. He directed Senator Brigham Young.
Damn, yes. Direct descendant.
Hmm?
That's crazy.
You type faster than me. Fuck you.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. The
Huh.
great grandson.
That's crazy.
It kind of made me it kind of made me like Steve Young less when I found that out. I used to like Steve Young, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, dude, you come from some horrible shit.
We can't help that.
Hmm?
I said he can't help that.
True. Are they making a Madden movie? Oh, Nick Cage playing John Madden?
I think so, yeah.
There's only one John Madden. They didn't make another one. He is one of a kind. Football wouldn't be football without him.
I'm with this shit right here, man.
I have no idea where we are, who we are, where we're coming from, or who we're throwing to.
Very interesting.
What you think about that comedian? They just showed him what's that dude name? Fuck, hold on. I'm not sure how to feel about this guy.
There's only one John
Shane
Mayer.
Gillis.
They didn't make another one.
A lot of his stuff really isn't my style, but I mean, it's all right, I guess.
It's like I can't tell whether he's racist or not.
Oh, probably not. But I mean, maybe a little. I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, that kind of like acceptable racism.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a bunch of goddamn movies coming out of like.
Corey Holcomb is self-destructing after the Anton Daniels and TMZ situation. He's having a hard time handling it, but how he's choosing to handle it isn't helping him at all. Before we get this video started, if you're in need of some and probably two of the most viral stories in the last week and a half, you can expect people to talk about you on their podcast. But Corey is going off. He even gets to a point where he starts talking about this new strategy that he's about to implement that's gonna solve people talking about him. And this strategy is essentially Corey just cutting off his nose to spite his face.
Tampon, okie dokie makes so many videos with my face, name, and likeness on it. It's finna come to an end. Enjoy it while you can. I've done things to put an end to it. To use Corey Holcomb's name and likeness like that, it's gonna cost you real soon. I never researched how to stop it because I didn't care until I see these smiling with me, but then lying on me and acting like I don't know what I'm doing.
I think I have a pretty good idea what Corey Holcomb means when he says them reacting is coming to an end, and I think it will be a really big mistake by Corey Holcomb. Part of the reason why Corey Holcomb has been able to stay around for so long is because of reaction channels. People disseminating the podcast out because Corey Holcomb don't post videos on his channel. He just go live. And, we all know with live streams on YouTube don't push out live streams like that.
So
for
this motherfucker talking about nationalizing elections, man.
Yeah.
With me.
But our people so worried about some Mexicans and thinking that they're doing something. I said, it's not our, we need to shut up and sit down and bow our heads, be quiet. I said, okay. Fuck it. We gone. If we done, we done. Nigga, I can hop on the plane and get the fuck out. So.
Yeah. Well, you see my last upload?
Oh, I saw them people because we was talking about it here.
Okay. We call my boy a house nigga and shit.
Oh yeah, I seen them.
I mean, that don't help, motherfucker.
But
this motherfucker. Go ahead.
I'll put it like the people who would get upset were never going out there in the first place. So it doesn't really matter if they're upset.
Huh?
The people who would get upset at that, who would say, who would feign indignation over that brother. No, I'm not gonna feign indignation over it.
Huh? Okay.
He a coon. That's what he is.
How?
Tokens get spent. That's what he is.
Okay.
Hear me out.
I'm listening.
If the argument is that standing up for the Mexicans isn't our fight, then how is the argument that going out there and arresting Mexicans is our fight?
Well, that man getting paid to do a job.
Mm-hmm.
And, he probably is a coon.
Yeah.
But it's hard to see the hypocrisy of or a hierarchy of how those individuals, it's not fair to paint with a broad brush, but how is we out here in the cold for the Mexicans. And we got mad because you said something negative about a gay person. So our response is a racial epithet towards Black people. They could have said anything in the world.
It wasn't towards Black people, it was towards that one nigga, that one individual to individual, interpersonal racism.
Nah, man. Like,
I refuse to fall on the sword for every coon that gets called out. Look at the one boy down in Florida. Did I send you that?
wait. Hold on one
Okay,
second
go ahead, go ahead.
before you switch to Florida. Your name is Blackie Smurf, and you support this message?
Damn right.
Oh shit.
Damn right.
He likely
We
is a
can't.
clone. But
We
the white folk
we
can't be
can't
out there
save them
calling no
people.
motherfucker no house nigger.
Shit, that's on him. That's on him.
Nah, like,
He chose. Look, he chose to go out there and do that bullshit.
okay, could you go to lunch with those same white folk?
No,
Oh no.
hell no.
Oh, okay, you said no, right?
Yeah, I said no.
Okay. All I'm saying is, I mean, for one, don't get me wrong. It's definitely bigger fish to fry. And I know what element of black folk you talking about, the FBA bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
where they basically fucking Republicans. And, talking all that Democrat plantation bullshit and blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't think black Americans need to get involved in this shit, man. I don't want to see one black death behind this shit.
Okay then. Then I don't. Then that nigga need to go sit down somewhere, doesn't he?
Now, we need to be in the midterms. We need to be fucking talking about this type shit, this fucking nationalization shit and all that type shit. But I don't think niggas need to be on the motherfucking picket line, man.
Okay.
You think it's a positive what they do? I'm asking.
What?
Like black folks should be on the picket line for this immigration shit.
Oh, it's too late now because again, the video that you pulling up, these joggers have said we trying to nationalize this shit. They're talking about putting ice at the things. The time to make noise was a while ago. It's too late now. Like I said, it's state capture. When remember, I don't know if you remember, I was talking to Ron. This was a while back, and I was like, checkmate. And he was like, I don't think it's checkmate. I'm like, yeah, checkmate. I saw the way that the motherfuckers was moving from way back in the back. And I saw the way certain black people was kind of talking then. I was like, ah, shit, here we go. You gotta have you gotta have a little cohesion, a little bit.
We voted for Kamala at what, like 85%?
Something like that.
We did our job.
We did.
All that black people going to Trump, it was majorly overstated. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember how many points the difference was between the previous election or whatever, but it was single digit. I think it was less than 5. And, we did our job, man. Shit. Is there? Because I know you probably looked. I haven't looked deep into this one. As far as I was actually going to do a video on this in the next couple of days. This nationalization shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's ongoing right now. Like they just started wrapping this stuff up. This is all like really new.
Is it? I mean, is the judges going like is she gonna go to court or is
not yet?
Okay,
not yet. It hasn't gotten that far just yet.
And he might have started doing it too early to where it got a chance where it can get stopped, huh?
No, actually, they're doing it pretty well within the time frame because the courts would have to do like an emergency stay, and then they do an emergency appeal. So it's actually the timing's not too bad at all.
Now, do you remember that thing that they had where they said, "Well, it got to be a fucking where a group of people file a lawsuit,
class action."
It got to be a class action, but then whatever he does gets to be implemented until it's addressed in the class action. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Which one was that? I don't know if I recall that one specifically.
It was some rule that was changed where it was done with the immigration, I think. And it said, well, if you file a case, it doesn't stop him from being able to do it. It has to be a class action lawsuit, and he gets to do it until it's addressed by the court or something. I have to find it.
Okay, I'll have to look it up. I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Because I was concerned with that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was like, damn, if it's like that, that means he can do it. He'll be able to do it, and the election be gone already. And
Yep.
like, I saw a guy. He was making a case. It was one of these guys I can't remember, but like he's talking Al Gore shit.
Mm-hmm.
And when Bush pulled that bullshit in Florida, and the what's it called, the Brooks Brothers bullshit,
Yeah, Brooks Brothers riots. Yep.
they said that Gore thing was everybody was mad at Gore.
Mm-hmm.
But back then, Gore was like, it's more important to have a peaceful passage of power. And that was the reason he bowed out. And we can't be on that type of bullshit now.
Yeah, shit, might as well, because we didn't giving up everything. We so busy worried about what the Mexicans, I'm like, okay,
Why you blaming niggas, man?
shit. I'll show you in a minute. Go ahead and run this video if you want to watch this one.
The fuck we do?
Shit, we done fucked up, man.
Now, CNN's chief cattle analyst Harry Enton, he is running the numbers on America's faith in the election system. Harry, do Americans trust Donald Trump when it comes to running the elections?
No, they trust him about as much as they trust him to be modest. I mean, just take a look at these numbers right here. I think this gives the game away. Trump committed to free and fair elections. This is among all adults, which is
like, this means something, man.
Yeah.
No?
Of course it does. But it's over.
God damn, Black.
See, it's just 43% of Americans actually
I'm like talking to your ass, man.
do believe that Donald Trump is committed to free and fair elections. The clear majority, 56%, say no, 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 no. They do not believe that Donald Trump is committed to free and fair elections. And I will note it is the opposite for the Democratic Party, where you see the majority of Americans believe the Democratic Party is committed to free and fair elections, but they do not trust Donald Trump when it comes to his commitment to free and fair elections.
And maybe perhaps he keeps lying about the 2020 election that he lost. What about how independents are seeing this?
Okay, so you see this majority right here who say that Donald Trump is not committed to free and fair elections. And among independents, it is even worse. Take a look here. This is a group that Donald Trump has really been struggling with. And when it comes to his commitment to free and fair elections, they absolutely believe he is not. We're talking about 2 in 3 independents.
See, my thing is this, man. Like, it's like being on dope or being drunk or something. Eventually, America gotta have some fucking sobriety. And we gotta say, hey, man, what the fuck going on here?
It'll be too late. We still stuck on the Mexicans, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
No.
Who?
People who look like you and I, bro, man.
What should we have done differently, Black? And when?
Well, one, we shouldn't. I, for one, was too quiet when I was sitting there watching. Because I was, like you said, remember you and I was talking about it. Because we both saw it. We see the niggas like, oh yeah, this ain't our fight, blah blah blah. I should have gave pushback. All I did was just ignore it and just kept it moving. I was like, whatever, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got shit I gotta go look at. That's the kind of time I was on. So I should have been given pushback. And be like, look, man, y'all on some stupid shit. Shut the hell up. I mean, you got the new Black Panther Party saying, or they were gonna be the new Black Panther Party. Then Don said, no, we ain't about that. Blah blah blah. We ain't worried about no damn Mexicans. Blah blah blah. Keeping in mind the niece of what's his face. She's MAGA.
Hold on, I'm confused. Wait.
Huey Newton's niece, whatever. She's the one who's been trying to keep the whole Black Panther title, name alive. So she's MAGA.
Okay, really?
Yeah, straight man. I'm talking about she said some crazy shit. I think she was on Facebook, but I don't know, she might be on Twitter too, but I know she was on Facebook.
Okay, so when when that dude came out and they was taking all the pictures,
Yeah,
that wasn't sanctioned by her.
correct. And what happened is that they called him and said, "Hey, look, you can't use the name no more." And that's what they came out and said, "We can't use the name no more."
Okay.
Yeah, they got
So-
contacted by some of the OGs, and they're like, "Yeah, you can't use the name no more because
So-
we ain't about no Mexican shit."
You think black people's standing on the sideline on this particular immigration thing creates an environment that gives Donald Trump the opportunity to take more executive power?
Oh hell yeah! Because you needed a unified front, and because there was no unified front, you can go ahead and cancel Christmas, man.
I think that's elite.
Okay.
I don't see how one affects the other.
Okay. Well, when they make them gains, and you start seeing some sketchy stuff come midterms, don't be like, "Oh man, I can't believe this happened." I'm like, we tried.
But okay, if black people's out there also, how does that change it? It'd probably be even more aggressive, wouldn't it?
Well, perception matters. So yeah, if they get more aggressive, yes. So let's say they get more aggressive and they start trying to move their timelines, because it's that sort of thing that you and I kind of came to a confirmation on is that we, black people, black Americans, are that sort of the moral compass of the United States. And when the news cameras and the social medias have us out there,
It mean more.
it means a hell of a lot more.
That's bullshit though, but you're right.
And it makes things more untenable for them, because the people they don't feel it, like they ain't feeling some of Donald Trump's plans, if it means they got to tread over us for whatever reason. Sometimes I don't know how that works, but that's basically how we got hemmed up first time in 2016 to 2020. So yeah,
I don't know, man, because it's just hard for the idea of going out there and supporting a group of people, man, that they don't fuck with you.
all right. Well, hey, the white folk don't really fuck with us either, so I guess it's all over then. Look, in that stupid movie, The Lord of the Rings, the fellowship is over, man.
But ain't you tired of? Ain't that just us being used for other people's goals?
Right. So we don't have to worry about it no more. If it's over, it's over.
Hey, man, shit, niggas gonna be all right.
We hope.
Niggas gonna be all right. We used to
We
it.
hope. Shit. How you been said it, Dave? I can't be no slave, sleek.
No, niggas ain't picking no cotton now. Now, Chico think that at some point, black folk gonna get involved and turn this shit up.
It's gonna be too late by then, but yeah.
That's what he think.
I mean, they might, but like I said, it'd be too late by then.
Man, we should be sitting on the sideline on one of these.
Donald Trump is not committed to free and fair elections. We're talking about just a third of independents believe that Donald Trump is committed to free and fair elections. They will view his current comments very negatively, and this, of course, just builds upon their continuing distrust and their deepening distrust of Donald Trump when it comes to his job for the president overall, and specifically to this question when it comes to his commitment to free and fair elections.
If that number doesn't slap you in the face, I don't know what will. But let's look overall. Who do Americans overall trust when it comes to running elections?
You know, there's this whole thing. Donald Trump, of course, wants to take the running of elections from the local communities, the local governments, and bring it up to the national government. But here's the thing. Americans believe that the elections in 2024 that were run in their community were run very well. We're talking about 69% of Americans say that the elections, in fact, in 2024 were run very well in their community. Compare that to just 43% of Americans who say that they were run very well in the United States. This idea that you're going to take local power away and give it to the federal government is a terrible idea per the American people, when just 22% at this point view the federal government favorably, and we have trust levels in the federal government at all-time lows.
What is fascinating about this is that Republicans have historically said states' rights.
Correct.
And don't want the federal government involved. And now we're seeing the president kind of flip this on his head.
Donald Trump has flipped a lot of things on his head, but on this particular issue, the American people are most certainly not with him.
All right, Harry Enton, it is a pleasure to see you in person again. Kate?
President Trump is doubling down on his calls to essentially throw out the Constitution, at least parts of it, and take over voting operations in more than a dozen states across the country. He first, as we talked about yesterday, he first said this on a podcast, and then he was asked to clarify, and he did clarify, it appears.
You know what, I was about to do it, and she gonna say, you kick my ass, I'll do it again. Say, he can't do that.
Defending his call for Republicans to nationalize elections, saying,
I damn near did it, goddammit.
Here's the quote, the federal government should get involved. At least it appears in the places where he doesn't like how the votes have turned out in the past, like the election he lost in 2020.
Take a look at Detroit. Take a look at Pennsylvania. Take a look at Philadelphia. You go take a look at Atlanta. Look at some of the places that horrible corruption on elections. And the federal government should not allow that. The federal government should get involved. These are agents of the federal government to count the votes. If they can't count the votes legally and honestly, then somebody else should take over.
CNN's Kevin Liptak is at the White House for us with much more. So what now, Kevin?
Yeah, and it is just so striking to hear the president kind of redouble these calls to nationalize elections, particularly because a few hours beforehand, the White House had tried walking it back, and many Republicans said that they didn't agree with the president on this idea, in no small part because the Constitution says that states administer elections, that they're governed, by local municipalities. Remember, President Trump first raised this in a podcast interview with Dan Bongino. He said that, quote, Republicans ought to nationalize the voting. He called for Republican officials to, quote, take over voting procedures in 15 states, although he didn't name them. When Caroline Leavitt, the press secretary, was asked about that yesterday before the president appeared in the Oval Office, she said that he had actually been talking about this pending legislation on Capitol Hill that would require people to produce photo IDs before they registered to vote. Listen to what Caroline Leavitt said.
What does President Trump mean when he says Republicans ought to nationalize voting? What does that look like in practice?
What the president was referring to is the SAVE Act, which is a huge common sense piece of legislation that Republicans have supported, that President Trump is committed to signing into law during his term. And he spoke with the speaker directly about that yesterday, about the need to get that bill on the floor for a vote, because it provides very common sense measures for voting in our country, such as voter ID.
Now, President,
would you support a shutdown over that?
You mean like a government shutdown?
Huh?
You mean a government shutdown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know procedurally how that would work, but you know what I'm saying? I would too.
Yeah.
Trump actually made no mention of the SAVE Act, either in that podcast interview or in the Oval Office a few hours later. Instead, he said, quote, I want to see elections be honest, and if a state can't run an election, I think the people behind me should do something about it, referring to the members of Congress who were joining him there in the Oval Office. All of this seems to point to a broader effort by the president to sow distrust in elections, of course, months before the midterms in November. All of it, of course, undergirded by his unsubstantiated claims that elections are rigged. Kate.
That's right. Kevin, thank you so much for keeping track of it. I really appreciate it. Joining me right now is Ben Ginsburg. He has long been a top election lawyer in Republican politics, warned in 2020 that the GOP was destroying itself by perpetuating Trump's false claims about election fraud. It has been too long, Ben. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Epstein shit crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, let me show you the whatchamacallit, the Byron Donald stuff real quick.
Appearing in the Jeffrey.
Huh?
The Byron Donald stuff too.
Byron Donalds.
Yeah.
#1 coon, boy. Somebody got to take the flag after Jesse died. Jesse too old now.
Florida's 2026 race for governor just got a new and already controversial contender. Republican investor James Fishback filing his paperwork in Tallahassee, pitching himself as a, quote, affordability candidate. But it's what he called the Trump-endorsed Byron Donalds that is now making headlines tonight. Capitol reporter For Saunders with the story.
Standing outside the historic Capitol in Tallahassee, James Fishback said he wants an office in the other one.
And I just filed my paperwork with the supervisor of elections right down the street. I'm officially a candidate for governor.
The 30-year-old investor from Madison County says his campaign will mirror and extend the DeSantis era.
Congressman Byron Donalds can't be our next governor because he won't fight for Florida like Ron DeSantis has. I will.
But right out of the gate, Fishback seems to have stirred controversy, saying this about the GOP frontrunner, Congressman Byron Donalds, a black man.
Byron Donalds is a slave. I'm sorry, he's a slave. He is a slave to his donors. He is a slave to the corporate interests, to the tech bros that want to turn our state into, his own words, a financial capital.
Fishback doubled down later online, writing, quote, Byron Donalds is a slave to his corporate donors. It's the truth. The Donalds campaign didn't address the comment, but said in its own statement, quote, Byron Donalds will be Florida's next governor. Anyone running against him is an anti-Trump rhino and will get crushed in the Republican primary.
You're 30 years old. So jumping into this race with a guy who already has Trump's endorsement, millions and millions of dollars in the bank, probably going to raise more in January when it goes back down to Mar-a-Lago. Is this a serious campaign?
It is a very serious campaign. Byron Donalds has been in this race now for 9 months. And as you all know, he is losing in the polls. He is losing to a candidate that you all may know. It's a very firebrand candidate. It's called Undecided.
Fishback says that's his inroad, dismissing criticism that he's a spoiler candidate trying to split Donald's support. He's no stranger to controversy. Fishback's former employer, Greenlight Capital, is currently suing him, claiming he misrepresented and inflated his role at the company to form a competing fund, Azoria Partners. As for his gubernatorial bid,
America is our birthright, and we will never let them steal it from us.
Damn.
Fishback's populist platform includes blocking AI data centers, stopping Wall Street and foreign home buyers, abolishing property taxes on homesteads, and cracking down on H-1B hiring.
I am going to be working for you. No more of this great replacement. No more of this getting fired and replaced by foreigners. We are going to stand up for Floridians. We're going to put Florida first, and we're not going to apologize for it.
Fishback, who's never voted in a primary, is now asking Floridians to choose him as the Republican to succeed DeSantis. And the governor's endorsement will be a big get. But it remains unclear who might actually get it, with DeSantis' own lieutenant governor still mulling a run.
Fishback says his next step is touring all 67 counties. He's going to want to do some fundraising, too, because you cannot win elections.
So he I mean, shit. The Fishback dude, oh, what the fuck? He was on Jubilee?
Yeah, but no, that's not the craziest one. The one I just sent you in the second one in the Zoom is crazier than this. Even look at the title. You see the title of that video?
This is a challenging topic for people. However, I want people to be able to see how unfortunately.
What? This nigga FBA?
Him and Tucker Carlson both claiming that, yeah.
When we have immigrants to come into our country, Americans can't do politics. We have to be able to do politics for Americans. And this is something that we have to tackle. What are your thoughts about that?
Now, see, this is what I thought, Black.
Mm-hmm.
These are the Black people that you're talking about.
Okay. Them too.
Fuck you. I'm trying to get some separation here. The thing is like, these are the black people who talking that Democrat plantation shit.
Right. Yeah, correct.
Who either not gonna vote or gonna fuck around and vote conservative.
Yeah.
I think it's a misguided group of people who are very passionate about being wrong.
Yeah, that happens.
Well, that's right. And let's just be completely honest of what Byron Donalds is. Byron Donalds is a tether. He is not an American descendant.
Wait a minute, James. How do you know the term tether?
He is a tether. He is not an American descendant.
We're so easily excited.
Yep.
God damn.
Of slaves.
But you got a shirt on called with Freedmen.
So when Byron Donalds cries like he has over...
You say what?
So I'm trying to tell you, it's crazy out there right now.
No, I argue with these motherfuckers too. But, you know.
For the last couple of weeks, because I call him a slave to AIPAC, a slave to corporate interest, a slave to the pro-immigration lobby that has hurt every race of Americans, but has also hurt Black Americans who disproportionately work in food, hospitality, leisure, and customer service. He is in no position, has no right to be complaining about me calling him a slave when he has absolutely no direct descendant of slavery in his family. He's from Panama. He's from Belize. His dad's from Jamaica. Irrelevant.
Do the motherfucker got a point?
Did they have slavery in Jamaica?
Not American slavery.
Did they have slavery though?
Yes, it's problem with the Queen.
Right, but he's not talking about a problem with the Queen though. His problem with Fishback.
Yeah, it's a technicality.
You see what I'm saying?
But okay. Now this is an example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me ask you first, because
Okay.
I'm sure we discussed it, but maybe we didn't. Are you a Pan-Africanist?
No.
So you recognize the delineation between us and them?
Yeah, there's no problem with that. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Okay, me too. Okay. Now, Byron Donalds is a coon.
Right. No doubt.
But ain't he worse than Jesse Lee? Because he ain't even from here and he a coon.
Well, the reason why Byron Donalds is worse to me is because he's in a seat of power in the United States.
Yeah.
Jesse Lee Peterson is just a talking head, you know. He can say whatever he wants. It's like, okay, whatever. The reason why Byron Donalds gets on my nerves is because he's in a position to affect change on real people, and that affects their lives, and that to me is dangerous to me.
But don't you think it's easier for a tether, because he is a tether, to be like, fuck these niggas. I'm Jamaican. Fuck these niggas.
Yeah, but now he's catching. But he's catching the racism that he's fomented within that party. You see what I'm saying?
He catching the racism he's saying don't exist.
Exactly. That's why he has to be quiet. He can't even say anything to this guy.
He can't even respond to it.
Exactly. He got to just eat it, take it on the chin.
At least he's smart enough to do that.
Oh, he's being coached. He's got a good campaign manager. He ain't new to this.
Because I can't remember who it was. They immediately went to the racist shit. What's his name? Not Larry. Was it Larry Elders?
Probably.
He tried to get to Republican
out in California. Yeah.
Primary, and they wouldn't let him in a debate.
Yeah, that was him. Yep. Out in California. Yep.
He immediately went to fucking went to racism.
Racist. Yep.
So this Fishback motherfucker.
Pleasure to meet you. All right. So you say that President Trump is unfit to take the presidency. Why is that?
I would say that one of the most important values that we have as Americans is our form of government and things like respecting the peaceful transfer of power. I think that being able to concede when you've lost an election is really important. So I would argue that the events that took place leading up to and on January 6th are in and of themselves, among a whole bunch of other actions, immediately disqualifying for the office of presidency.
Okay, so Steve, let's talk about January 6th. What happened that day in your mind, and why does that disqualify President Trump?
I think that Donald Trump was unwilling to accept the results of the elections. I think that he fabricated slates of electors in order to have his vice president pick him to be the winner in the Capitol building on January 6th, even though he didn't have the votes or the evidence to support it. I think that is a wholly undemocratic thing. I think that it is destructive and undermines our democratic process of governance.
Do you attribute the violence on January 6th to Trump?
Largely, yes.
Okay, why?
I think that Donald Trump had been stoking the flames a year before the election, saying that the election was going to be rigged. I think that Donald Trump stoked all of these claims basically with no evidence, and then I think that he continued to stoke the flames while fabricating them, that the election had been stolen, that there was voter fraud, and then he invited people on the day of the certification, telling them that their election had been stolen, their country was being taken from them, they needed to fight like hell, that they were going to lose everything. He knew what he was inviting them there for, he knew what he was asking them to do, he knew, yeah.
He also told them to go down to the Capitol peacefully and patriotically, right? What time did protesters first go into the Capitol? What time did they first enter the Capitol?
I think it was around 10 a.m., I think is when the Capitol grounds were breached.
No, 2:11 p.m.
No, to be clear, that's not true.
2:11 p.m. is when protesters first entered the United States Capitol.
There's the grounds that were secured outside, though.
Okay.
Those grounds were breached while Trump was still giving his speech at the Ellipse.
Okay, let's talk about the entrance of the Capitol, because that would be more severe in your mind than simply walking onto the property, right? Can you concede that point?
Probably not. I think they were all really bad, but yeah.
Okay, well, entering the Capitol, let's just mark that point. 2:11.
I would see. I don't. I hate when they get. I hate when they give up the premise and let them start the narrative where they want to start the narrative. Oh, it was 2 hours ago.
What?
Okay, let's drill down into the news today. That big change on immigration, 700 officers leaving Minneapolis. Did that come from you?
Yes, it did. But it didn't come from me because I just wanted to
This motherfucking man. This motherfucking man. Wow. This Rick James, man.
Did that come from you?
Yes, it did. But it didn't come from me because I just wanted to do it. We are waiting for them to release prisoners, give us the murderers that they're holding, and all of the bad people, drug dealers, all of the bad people. We allowed in our country, I say 25 million people with an open border policy for 4 years under Biden and that group, the auto pen group, I call them. We allowed to come into our country people the likes of which no country would accept, and we're getting them out. But we've gotten a lot of them out. So crime now in Minnesota, crime now in Minneapolis is down. Crime in all cities is down. And you know why it's down? It's down because of us. It's down in Chicago by 25%, despite the fact that we are always dealing with these people, and they happen to be Democrats.
Right. Speaking of
that don't know anything about crime prevention.
Mr. President, speaking of Minneapolis, what did you learn?
I learned that maybe we can use a little bit of a softer touch, but you still have to be tough. These are criminals. We're dealing with really hard criminals. But look, I've called the people. I've called the governor. I've called the mayor, spoke to them, had great conversations with them, and then I see them ranting and raving out there, literally as though a call wasn't made. We've done a great job everywhere.
After the shooting of Renee Good, you said ICE made some mistakes. What were the mistakes?
Well, look, I'm not happy with the two incidents. It's not, it's both of them, not one or the other. He was not an angel, and she was not an angel. You look at some tapes from back, but still, I'm not happy with what happened there. Nobody could be happy, and ICE wasn't happy either. But I'm going to always be with our great people of law enforcement, ICE, police. We have to back them. If we don't back them, we don't have a country.
You mentioned Renee Good and Alex Peretti not being angels. Do you think any of that justified what happened to them, though?
No, I don't. It should have not happened. It was a very sad, to me, it was a very sad incident, two incidents. And, they mentioned the one now, they don't mention the other. Well, I think they were both sad. And who feels worse about it than anybody? The people of ICE. They're strong, tough people, and they have to be tough because we're dealing with hardened criminals. Right. We're dealing with people, Jails have been emptied into our country from all over the world, from Venezuela, where we have great success, you will admit, but from Venezuela, from the Congo in Africa, from all over the world, jails.
Congo, nigga. Congo.
Hey.
The jail population was
fucking Congo, huh?
Emptied into our country. If we don't have strong people, you're not getting them out.
Yeah.
And we're getting them out. Remember this again, I say it again and again. We have record low crime in the United States. Nobody's been able to say that for 125 years.
So I want to be clear, because it sounds like there is a shift in immigration enforcement here, that there's going to be a shift after Minneapolis. What should Americans expect going forward?
Well, one thing I say to people, you know, we do a good job, we don't get credit for it. I say they have to ask.
What you sipping on, boy?
You know, I only drink what I drink, man, and you can laugh and make fun. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I drink 24 ounce of Mike's Harder mangoes. To be honest with you, pussy shit. I get it, but it's my flavor, man. Gets me where I want to be. Doesn't get me overboard. Yeah, I'm hold on a second, man. I gotta go smoke some Virginia Slims.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh shit. I've never seen a man in my life smoke Virginia Slims.
Never. Those little fucking needle dick fucking cigarettes.
Yeah.
They come like 32 pack or whatever the fuck. No, I'm just kidding.
Probably 50 of that motherfucker. Should they?
Yeah, really though.
Virginia fucking Slims.
I have to say, please, when a city is
Who
going
has to ask and who has
the
to say,
mayor
please?
or the governor, I don't want to go and force ourselves into a city, even if their numbers are terrible.
Joe Rogan was one of your biggest endorsers in 2024. He said he understood the president's sort of plan to deport people here who are here illegally, but he also understands why critics compare ICE officers to the Gestapo asking people for their papers. What's your response to him?
Well, look, first of all, he's a great guy. We had a tremendous success before the election. I think it was his biggest interview ever, and over 300 million people. It was very good. She didn't want to do it, you know. She decided not to do it because she's not capable. But I spoke to him 3 days ago. We had a great conversation. And all I'm doing, I have to keep.
Did he mention this to you? Did you guys talk about this, the ICE enforcement?
Yeah. Just had a good conversation. I think he's a great guy, and I think he likes me too.
Yeah.
And, you know, liking me isn't important. What happens is that I think we do a phenomenal job, but I don't think we're good at public relations.
What does that mean? You've said that a couple times now. What do you mean by that?
We don't sell the great job that we're doing.
Okay, let's talk about the midterms. You've recently suggested nationalizing elections. What do you mean by that?
And I didn't say national, I said there are some areas in our country that are extremely corrupt. They have very corrupt elections. Take a look at Detroit. Take a look at Philadelphia. Take a look at Atlanta. There are some areas that are unbelievably corrupt. I could give you plenty of more too. I say that we cannot have corrupt elections. If we have to, if they don't straighten it out. As an example, voter ID. Why don't the Democrats want voter ID? You know who does want voter ID? Democrat voters want it, but Democrat politicians don't. Why don't they want it? Because they want to cheat on elections. Can you imagine if I were a politician and they asked me, do you want voter identification? And I said, no, there's no way you could win that debate. But even the Democrats don't want voter ID. If they don't want voter ID, that means they want to cheat. We can't allow cheating in elections. Now, if we need to put in federal controls as opposed to state controls, remember this, they're really an agent. They're really accumulating the votes for who wins an election. If they can't do it honestly and it can't be done properly and timely, then something else has to happen.
Will you trust the results of the midterms if Republicans lose control of Congress?
I will, if the elections are honest. Look, I want the last one that wants to complain. I just had a great election. They say one of the greatest elections, you will agree, ever. Won all 7 swing states, won 84% of the counties in America. That's why the map is all red. We just had a great election. I believe there was cheating. I think there was cheating.
Well, speaking of counties, what are you doing in Fulton County?
It was too big to rig.
Speaking of counties, what is happening in
I'm
Fulton
not
County?
doing anything, but the FBI went in because it's been under I guess, review for years. The cheating that took place in Fulton County and in that particular
Nobody knows
state.
what's in the warrant. What
Well,
are they
you're going to
looking
find
for?
out. Look, why would anybody be upset that they went in and they got the ballots, I guess, right? Yeah. Again, they did this. That's been under review and under investigation for 4 years. And now they got a court order. You know, they got a court order signed by
But nobody knows what
a
the evidence
respected but liberal judge signed a court order allowing them to go in and pick them up. Well, you're going to know what the ballots say because they're right now inspecting the ballot. I'm not involved in it, but they are inspecting and checking the ballot.
Why is Tulsi Gabbard there?
I don't know, but you know, a lot of the cheating comes from it's international cheating. You have people,
It's international cheating.
There you go. Trying to tell you, man.
Man, he just sit here and just say all kind of crazy shit. And you
I
know
mean,
what?
but he doesn't know why Tulsi Gabbard's there.
I don't know, but it's international cheating. Like,
yep.
And
what do you mean you don't know?
But I don't blame the reporter. He spit so much bullshit back to back to back, you can't keep up.
Right. But that's just it. So the things that he's saying is he's going to be laying the groundwork for doing certain things all throughout this year. And like I was telling you before, it's pretty much game over, Detroit, man. We want to sit there and worry about some damn Mexicans. Oh, okay. Well, he about to show you.
I think you're making
So
that
what do you
too
think?
goddamn related, man.
So what do you think
All right.
the alternative is?
Shit,
What do you
there's an
think the
alternative at this
alternative
point.
is?
I don't
I'll
see
tell
that
you something,
direct line.
Oh, there's always an alternative. There's either
we didn't-
there's either go along or not go along.
Oh, we're going to go along.
Yeah, not all of us.
No, all of us, we going to go along because it's too fractured.
You think so?
It's too, oh yeah, way too fractured at this point.
So you think everybody's going to go along? You don't think that nobody's going to, what's it called? That not defact, but yeah, is it
Okay.
defact?
So we'll have small, we'll have small uprisings and little groups, but there's no cohesiveness. It's just gonna be like, oh, they're on their own over there. Fuck them.
What's the cohesion that you need?
Like when you see Chile or like Colombia or like these other countries, when they go and tear shit up, it's the people against the government.
Right.
The government is overreaching, and we as the people are saying, fuck this shit.
Hell no,
Here,
we won't go.
It's too many factions.
You know? But what's the commonality? Where do these lines? So there's no lines that connect one to another.
MAGA ain't going nowhere.
I get that. We're not talking about MAGA, right?
And then you
Because
got-
those
so
lines
you
are
got-
defined.
So you got 30%, that's MAGA.
And
They
then everybody else?
they down with it. So now you got another what? 70%.
70%. And how is that divided?
40 to 50% don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Nope.
Okay. We'll say that that's true. So that's 40 to 50, half of that 70%.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
70-80%, yeah.
Okay, so the rest.
So
what
they gotta-
happens with them?
So
They go along?
You basically got 30 and 30. Like the only people who understand what's going on and may even halfway be willing to do something is only 30% of the country. It's not enough.
And they fight, and they too busy fight with each other.
You can put them down.
Think about it. Okay, think about it. Hear me out, Mike. Let's say you and a bunch of this Hispanic community out there, y'all come together, y'all doing y'all thing, y'all protesting out there on the west side of the country. But the black people back here on the East Coast, like we ain't mess with them. We ain't mess with them folks out there.
Why is black people even in your goddamn analogy?
Because we black Detroit, and you and I both know what our people have been saying these past few months. So you know it. You know good and well.
That shit ain't fit. That shit man shit, man.
Okay.
Where are the lines? So all I'm saying is, are there as at any point in time, despite of how you laid it out, are there any moments in which those defining lines, those characteristically racial defining lines, can meet anywhere? Anywhere.
To be
Where
fair,
those
I
lines
get
blur,
what
they
I
have
thought.
to blur. They have to blur somewhere. They have to. They just have to. That's all I'm saying.
You talking brown and black?
I'm talking about people within people. I'm not talking about brown or black or white. I mean, those are defining lines, right? That separates us. But that doesn't, like, dude, I think this, right? I think that there are more things that unite us than they do that separate us. I do. I really, truly believe that. But we don't see that, right? Because I think that that's how it's almost kind of orchestrated to an extent.
47%
But when you're talking
of
about,
Hispanics voted for Trump, man.
yeah, I get that. I understand that. I'm not saying one way or another. That's the reality of it. I can't say this or that about that. That is what it is. But ultimately, as I said before, it boils down to oppression. That's a unifying thing. It's not a great unifier, but it is a unifier. Oppression is a unifier.
No, it's a unifier when it's a non-black group.
I would say that it would be a unifying trait despite of it. Despite, like, let's say you were caged with somebody that was, whatever. You had differing opinions on, but you were locked up with somebody else. I mean, and it came down to the point of, it's us against them. It's, that kind of feeling, right?
I'm talking more.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm talking more so group dynamics on an individual basis. I feel you, but like as far as group dynamics go, every other group of people are comfortable with black people being disenfranchised. It doesn't become important until it happens to another group.
It's very true. I agree.
And
I agree that's.
And all I'm saying is, black. What the fuck we supposed to do? We supposed to just keep it like that? At some point, man, shit. The goddamn Mexican man voted 47% for Trump.
Something like that. Yeah, something crazy.
All these other people of color voted tremendously for Trump.
Yeah, they did.
We voted 15% for Trump.
Right.
We ain't a part of this shit.
Okay, there you go.
We didn't do this.
My point. You proved my point.
We didn't do this.
You exemplify my point, Detroit. You hear? I hear you, brother, man.
So we can't go to the candy store unless our rooms is clean. My room clean.
Hey, it's a group project. Look. You see, your brothers are all older. If your brothers had been around the same age as you, ask them and see if your mom ever said, "Hey, everybody's room got to be clean before y'all can go to the candy store." Ask it. Oh, your mom passed, but ask your brothers if your mom ever did that, though, man. I'm trying to tell you. Look, my brother's closer.
I gotta come help you clean your room, though,
bro. I've been there before. I'm trying. Ask your brothers. I'm trying to tell you. Next time you talk to any of them, ask them if that ever happened, because they're closer in age together, right?
Yeah, I was basically, my brothers. Yeah, I was basically like an only child. My brother's so much older than me.
Yeah. Ask him and see. Ask him and see if it was a group project every once in a while for something like that.
Man.
Like, you had a list of chores you had to do, and if one of the brothers didn't have it done,
so
everybody got to wait.
What do we do next time? The same thing?
If there's a next time, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna be next time after this, man.
It's not our fight, dude.
Okay, I hear you.
So you stand on the sidelines, right?
Yeah.
You hear him,
right,
Mike?
right. I hear him. I'm just clarifying.
Because when we go out there, the law enforcement is going to be way more aggressive towards us, way more disrespectful towards us. If we go out there and start doing some of the shit that they doing, there's going to be way more black deaths.
Right.
Do
you think that because right now, honestly, like it seems like the spotlight has been shifted, right? Wouldn't you agree?
What you mean?
In a sense of the focus has been shifted more towards
let y'all motherfuckers get a taste of this nigga shit.
And right. I get that, right? I see that.
Let them white folk get a taste of this nigga shit.
Right.
What? Damn! It always got to be us.
But it is a circle.
Man, fuck your circle.
No, it's just that's the circle of life, man. I'm not quoting the Lion King here.
It's a circle of
but it
niggerdom.
is. But it is
America,
going to come
man.
back. But do you think that because it's not here now, do you think it'll never come back again?
While simultaneous, black people ain't got it easy all of a sudden.
No, I know that. I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm
Look,
just saying.
dude, it's my fuck you, black. Because you're making me feel bad, but I don't think I'm wrong on this, man.
Okay, I said okay.
It's no, man. Like, I really do not think we should be involved in this.
Okay, then.
And what's your stance on it?
I don't see that direct line to us not participating in a protest or what have you, and nationalizing the elections. I don't see that line.
What's the through line that you see in the way that ICE is carrying out their understanding of duty, and
it's a fucking mess,
and their thoughts on the upcoming elections? Like what's that through line that you're seeing? Because I'm seeing authoritarianism.
You got to rephrase. I don't understand.
Okay, so what? I'll explain then. So what I'm seeing is authoritarianism. It's a crackdown, and to see how far they can push. You yourself have said, "Hey, just because I can understand, ICE has a job to do, that doesn't necessarily mean that I agree with the way that they're doing the job." And I respect that. Okay, fine.
This is and let me make my take clear.
Yeah,
I think that this is an attempt to normalize
government
aspects
oppression
of a police state.
Right. So
and I ain't with that.
What's happening is that in tandem, so going along with it, basically, that in tandem with the whole thing as far as the election stuff is like, okay, hey, if we can get it here, then we can get it here. It's about because again, if you listen to Bannon today, I know you didn't pull it all up just yet, but Bannon is saying, hey, look, take the ICE agents and put them at the polls. And who's going to stop? And if governors and county commissioners say, hey, federal agents can be at these polls, and the Supreme Court says, hey, federal agents can be at these polls, that's going to keep even more people from coming out to vote, right?
Yeah.
And that's the idea. I'm trying to tell you, like it's all tied together. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm just like, okay, well, if it's not for us to give them any pushback when they're doing it, then that's not our pushback against authoritarianism. Like you said, we gonna be all right. I guess we'll figure it out. And if not, then we'll just have to be gone. It'll be our last mistake, I guess.
Like you know what I'm saying? Realistically speaking, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the other side of the planet, right?
Right.
And if I was there, you know what I'm saying? I'm not no marching motherfucker. Anyway, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you, bro, man. I hear you.
I'm just 100%. Saying, shit. I'll drive to the mailbox. You know what I'm saying? Saying all that to say, like,
shit.
If I'm just tired of black folks being used.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
And I can see how this could be considered a parallel to the whole sit on the couch on the Democrats thing and blah, blah, blah type of thing.
Right.
I can see how that parallel could be made.
Mm-hmm.
But cover your ears, Mike.
Oh man, I ain't gotta cover my ears for shit.
These goddamn Mexican motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you.
I'm not Mexican, motherfucker.
Well, I'm from Detroit. All y'all Mexican. If I was in New York, all y'all be Puerto Rican, I guess. But
shit.
but no,
Arroz con pollo.
Like, okay, like when I watch this shit, like don't get me wrong, like I'm not one of them people that say like fuck that lady and fuck that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see that shit, it's the federal government killing citizens for exercising their constitutional rights, and I am not for that. I would almost feel more comfortable if it was like we're protesting that. But the idea that, because okay, if you protested the immigration, are you saying that these people should stay here? Are you saying that it should be handled in a more humane way? Like, I don't even really understand what the immigration protest is about. Like, what's the goal?
Mainly
may
the
I
latter,
interject?
but some people probably the former too, but mainly the latter.
Because I mean, we do got to agree that they are going to get some fucked up people who ain't supposed to be here, right?
Of course.
Right. Absolutely.
And if y'all whistling and giving these motherfuckers warning before we can go get them, is that counterproductive?
Look, again, I think that it boils down to the process in which they're handling this situation. I don't disagree with if you're here and you're milking the government and its assets and you don't belong here and you've overstayed here and everything like that. Yeah, I get that. Or if you're
what if you're not milking the government and its assets though?
Right. That's the
asking.
problem. That's the problem, right? Is because there are people here that are legally here, and people that have what's the word that I'm not sanctity or anything like that, but they're in the process of getting their citizenship, right? So in that, you are protected by law to remain here until that process is complete. That's part of it.
I agree.
And those people are getting fucking shipped the fuck out. People that have that have served our country. You know what I mean? They get shipped the fuck out. There's a lot of people that have been shipped the fuck out here that shouldn't have been. And that's the big problem. And then not only that, but when you come in there like a police force and you're trying to bust into doors. I mean, I've seen footage that in Minneapolis, they were trying to bust through the door of the I think it was Nicaragua or some shit like that, Venezuela.
Yeah, the consulate.
The consulate. You can't fucking just walk into the fucking consulate. That's like that's an act of war, potentially. Like if somebody did that in a different country and they try to bust through the door of the American consulate, dude, do you believe it's going to be DEFCON fucking 5? We're going to start looking at some shit and be like, yo.
That's Benghazi, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So but we're doing the same thing here. But look, again, and I don't know how truthful it is, but it's been reported that it is that the amount of time trained to do this is next to nothing. I mean, you have to be a nail tech. You have more training being a nail technician than it is to be an ICE agent.
If you really step back, right?
Bonkers.
You step back and look at this, right? I don't think the goal is to deport as many people as possible. I think the goal is to normalize, bowing down to federal authority.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I also think I mean, I know motherfuckers don't get no inches, but pause. But it's definitely been effective as a deterrent and coming into the country.
Yeah, certainly. Of all the countries, one of them that was reported was Germany. Of all fucking places, says, "Hey, don't go to the United States. We're gonna flag that place of travel. Travel advisor."
Yeah,
right. It's Canada and
Germany.
Come on, man.
Come on, dog. Shit.
Mexico hasn't issued a thing saying don't travel here yet.
I feel you, but the motherfuckers ain't coming across that border no more.
Look.
Nobody's
nobody's
coming through the ports of entry anymore.
The reality of is that it's the performance of it, right? when you look, there is no way to dissect it in a way that doesn't seem, for the most part, inhumane and against a lot of our constitutional rights. And they're going above all that. You know, you're talking about people that mask their fucking face. I don't care what people think about the murder of that girl and whether or not she used her truck as a fucking weapon or not. I don't that's whatever, right? The simple fact of it is that's an active fucking crime scene where somebody got shot and killed, and the person who pulled the trigger immediately hopped into a fucking SUV and took the fuck off. That's insane. That's crazy.
And I know it's like, nuance, and it may be unnecessary nuance. If Black Americans said, I'm protesting how you're treating protesters, I'm protesting this, I would feel more comfortable with that. But protesting on behalf of Mexicans, man, I don't see it.
That's your stance, man. That's where you believe. And I'm not going to
Y'all
judge
don't
you
like
on any
us,
of that
and
shit.
not you personally, but I'm saying, it seems.
I hear you.
What the fuck?
I hear you. I hear you. But that's a broad stroke in and of itself, because I know plenty of people from a lot of different areas, man, and they get along now. I know them, and they're, one's Mexican, one's black. It's just it's a mismatch of it, right? And it's not about any of that shit. That shit doesn't exist in our reality, as far as what I can see and how people are treating each other.
It's cultural, bro.
But I get it.
You go to any of these countries and see how they treat the black folk.
I get it. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I'm not disagreeing with you on any of that shit. But man, push is coming to shove. It's crazy. This is insane. I talk to people that are older than me, a lot older than both of us, right? And I'm like, dude, what is your take? Because you've seen a lot of shit, right? I'm like, dude, I ain't never seen anything like that. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Like this. This is what's happening right now. This is crazy.
No, this is unprecedented. But
unprecedented.
Shit, man, a motherfucker. Y'all voted for him? Shit, what the fuck?
There you go.
Hey, man, you can't say y'all voted for him. There's a lot of people that voted for him. Despite of their race and religion and creed, a lot of people that voted for him. I know that there's a good majority of people that were Latinos and shit like that. I get that.
You lactose intolerant, and you decide you'll eat a fucking bucket of ice cream. I gotta help wipe your ass?
Depends, man.
I don't want to.
Hey, man, how much if I pay you? How much money? How much money, dog? Everybody got a price. You see?
I was a CNA back in the day. I'm cool. I've done that part of my life already.
This is the next level of it, though. You see what I'm saying? We're going to the next level of it. How much money? How much money?
Sound like a goddamn pimp.
Oh no. Hey, man. Hey, all right. Money ain't your okay. So what are you aspiring to be in your life, huh? You wanna be the manager? You wanna be the
goddamn pimp, boy?
Where do we need to be to get you to a place where you say,
fuck my knees, I'm gonna put your knees ahead of my knees.
Hey, man. Again, like I said, man, blackmail's
and the thing is this: if niggas so stupid and we fucking mayates and all that shit, they should be able to do it without us. What the fuck? Shit.
Mayates. Hey, pinche mayates. Órale, míralos, un pinche mayate.
Fuck. I don't know, man. It's and the thing is, I'm not huge on immigration anyway. You know what I'm saying? And that's like independent of this. You know what I'm saying? So my bias may be overcoming my logic. You know what I'm saying? And that's possible. But
Detroit, this is a big place, man. It's a huge place we're all at. Well, you know what I mean? It's a big fucking place, man. The way I grew up is far different than the way that you grew up. It's so different that it, kind of changes your perspective on the world. Your perspective is far different than mine in terms of how you, obviously, and how you view it. that goes to show you what an influence it does have on, trajectories of life and things like that. But, again, man, and you might think this is, fucking Hallmark movie, curtain lace and all this other shit. But like, again, I say it. I think that there's a lot more similarities within us than there are differences. And I think that the differences are very much, something that's just been indoctrinated in us just to think those ways. And it's a shame. It's a fucking shame. But it's where I'm at. It's what I think.
I understand. Talk to me,
I know.
DMC, so I don't anybody play no porn.
Yeah, DMC, say so.
So what happened? Is that why you shut down?
They got porn bound again.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
They came in with Ron's name and shit, I think, right?
Yep.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because Retash told me about it. She said she was watching it. She was watching the stream when it happened.
Yeah,
She said she thought it was
she's been typing
Ron.
on Twitch.
Crazy. Yeah,
I seen
man.
her typing on Twitch.
Who
Qué
did?
locura.
Retash was typing. I saw when she was watching before.
Oh, she said it was Ragnar.
It was.
Of course.
Man, that like motherfucker, let it go.
I waited
God damn.
I waited a whole year to get back to get another YouTube channel.
I think it boils down to pathetic. It's very fucking pathetic, man. It really, really fucking is, dog. Like, come on, man.
That's some low down dirty shit, man.
Like, stay in your
When I
fucking
heard
lane,
about it,
dog.
I was just like, damn. You're a piece of shit motherfucker, man.
The only time that motherfucker gets brought up into a conversation is when it's influenced by him. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
When something happens, it's like, yeah, you're the topic of discussion because you decided. But otherwise, man, we ain't got shit to say about you or of you or anything. Like, we don't give a fuck about you, man. You're not that important, man.
How
like, fuck, dog.
Like, do you have a consistent crew out there scouring the internet for your ass?
I don't know, man. Some of them might be
Hey,
in the Discord too, so who knows?
I'm gonna be an optimist and say, hey, man, if you got haters, you're doing something right.
If he looks on the Discord, he knows when you're on.
Yeah, he might be in the Discord. I don't know. Did you see the polling though, Detroit?
No, I saw
Poland or Poland? The country.
The polling. I was showing polling. I was showing him Fishback, this racist guy right there. This racist guy. He he's running for governor and he's been talking racist stuff to Byron Donalds. And Donalds is sitting at about 37%, but you see he jumped up to 23% for the Patriot polling in the January.
Wait. You talking shit to the black dude?
Yeah.
And is he going up?
Oh yeah, he's been going up a whole lot.
Who? The black dude?
The racist guy. It's still Florida,
Man,
DMC.
that's what that nigga get then.
Told you, Detroit. That's what that nigga get. You heard him?
Hell yeah. You're gonna go side with them motherfuckers and then all of a sudden they talk shit about your black ass and they get more popular.
I talk shit about your black ass.
Then they get more popular for it.
Now, DMC, let me ask you.
Uh-huh.
Do you think Black Americans should be involved in the protests or the movement against ICE?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Look, they only in Minnesota because he's after black Somalian. And it was a thought, because I don't know, I've been like, well, I'm black. Ain't nobody ever going to ask for my ID. And now all of a sudden, you motherfuckers asking for black people for their IDs. Hey, that shit can happen to me now.
Look at your forehead ain't Somalian.
No.
Shit.
Somebody thought I had a big forehead.
I'm the captain now. Ass nigga.
I mean, I ain't got a Somalian forehead, but they might think I'm mixed.
Are we really trusting? Are we really going to trust the racists to be that discerning in their racism?
Yeah.
Man, look,
He's
dude.
black enough to be a Somalian. He's running for governor.
Yeah, Florida. Yeah. He's running unopposed. What?
You mean there's no Democrat?
Huh?
There's no Democrat?
You have a Republican governor. You have a Democrat.
Oh,
governor
he's in the
Florida?
primaries. He's unopposed.
Yeah. Well, I thought that they said earlier that Obama was going to run. His wife was going to run.
Who?
She hasn't declared yet, and it's getting late.
DeSantis.
It's getting late. I don't think she's gonna run this time.
Who? DeSantis' wife?
Yeah.
Wasn't this something they pass around in the family? What experience she got with running anything?
Nothing.
Well, you know what? Republicans will elect a motherfucker with no experience.
Oh yeah, they were quick too.
And I mean, shit. I mean, like it was a point where DeSantis was very popular.
Yeah.
You know,
Only because he was kissing Trump's ass.
like tickling the tape.
Mm-hmm.
Put his baby in a Trump onesie.
Well, he did run. Didn't he run against? He ran, lost in the primary, and then got Trump's endorsement. Well, I don't know how many times Trump done took credit for DeSantis in Florida.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's I don't know. Like, you know what?
What's up?
I think you motherfuckers is a little too blue.
Mm-hmm.
But I do respect your political acumen. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
About what?
Hey.
Well, look. I told you my position. It's not so much I love the Democrats. I know that the Republicans are the worst fucking people in the world.
No, it's no question about what party to pick. I'm talking about as far as this black folk getting involved in this shit.
Hey man, he's sick ice on black people. They're in that city because what did he say a week before? I want them out of our country. All that shit he said about Somalians, and then he sent these motherfuckers in to hunt niggas.
I ain't heard no incidents about no niggas getting fucked over.
It's fucked. These motherfuckers is fucking making the off-duty police.
Hey man, go to work, stay in the house, goddammit. Shit. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Keep your black ass in your slave quarters.
That's what we've been doing for the last 20 years.
Huh?
That's what we've been doing for the last 20 years.
Who?
Niggas.
Now,
Detroit's
saying
the police fucking with you and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. Niggas is pretty. Hey man, trying to just go to work and take care of your business and get the fuck out the streets. Cause
man, we got active racists in charge. Black people got to stand up. Because if not, they're gonna think like, oh well, they ain't saying nothing about it. Let's go a little further. They're already trying to get rid of civil rights. I'm telling you, man, they'll go after equal accommodation.
Where's the right? But okay, so when they doing all this stuff against black people, where's all these protests and all these Mexicans who with us?
Man, we're doing this for our own survival.
Oh fuck.
Yo, sorry, I left. I didn't catch a lot
We're
of
doing
that
this
shit.
for our own survival. Look, it's like that motherfucker's out here and like Elmer Fudd hunting, and one of us is Daffy Duck and the other is Bugs Bunny. We may not agree on shit, but Elmer's trying to shoot either one of us.
Let me ask you a question: If ICE was whooping my ass in front of y'all,
Of course, we're trying. Well, no, look, you have to understand when the police is whooping somebody's ass, you really can't get involved.
all right. If you say
you
if I was running
like,
down the street, If I was running down the street and these motherfuckers were
I
chasing
got
me,
warrant. Shit.
would you?
Shit.
You're really kicking somebody's ass. You really can't get involved. You guys like, well, you know,
Hey,
that's
man, I got wars, man.
that
Man, I done heard that shit before. That means fuck you. That's what that means.
that means I'm gonna get my ass whooped and go to jail. Probably they'll probably stop whooping your ass just to whoop mine.
Shit.
Hold on.
Hey, Mike.
Let me make sure I understand the answer to my question. It was
let me tell you from an educated person.
All right,
when a motherfucker say I got warrants, that means that you'll probably be out of jail before I do.
No, I feel it. No, man, I get it. I'm just making shit.
I
So
mean,
the answer though is
look,
no, though. If ICE was chasing
if it's
me
the police,
or whatever,
what can you really do?
It's ICE. It's not
Because
the
it's
police.
they're gonna charge you with a crime for trying to get involved. And they're gonna arrest you, and they might even just decide to shoot you.
All right.
Remember, that's an armed individual with the right.
No.
So what you
pull out his gun and
hold
shoot
on.
somebody.
Let me just make sure I understand this shit right. So the answer is no, right? I won't get helped.
Hold on.
You'll have people who will
Cheer
vigorously
you on.
speak on your behalf.
Run, motherfucker! They chasing you. I know.
And we won't tell on you if you run past us and they ask where. We won't tell
fair
on
enough. Fair enough. I'll take that. I'll take that. Fair enough. I would never expect anybody to dive into danger and put themselves in a situation for me on my behalf. Just don't rat me out. That's all I ask. Just don't snitch me out.
Nobody will tell on you.
But
ain't nobody
if I make
gonna...
it right, I went left as far as you know.
He went that way. Yeah, I would lie for you.
Or I don't know.
I would lie for you.
I don't know,
Mike.
Yeah, I mean,
if you was a stranger, I wouldn't lie for you.
I don't know.
No, I'll go ahead and lie for you.
I appreciate that.
I go that far.
I really do.
He went the other way.
I appreciate that. Back at you. Back at you. I appreciate that.
You know, for a stranger, it might be, I don't know, or that motherfucker look like somebody need to get caught. Like, he went that way, sir. And then he took off that blue jacket.
If he looked like somebody who needed to get caught.
Yeah. He went that way, sir. Right there. Go. I think he lives at 1328 Wilson. If you can take a shortcut through the alley and beat him there. If you look like you need to be caught, I'll be an upstanding citizen.
Yeah, you might have. You might have a little bit of a reward.
If you're somebody I know, I know I may not say anything, and if you're somebody who I would lie for you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate.
Man, there was
I appreciate that.
No, I can't tell that story. You on? You're on here.
Right.
Nah,
I went ahead and put some links in the Zoom chat, y'all, because Detroit said it ain't us catching the hell. However, we had a spirited conversation when Ice was here too. I'm not talking about Ice. I'm talking about Uncle Ice. Because it was in Chicago over in South Shore. Ice did a raid back last year, and they had us out in the cold, our children out in the cold, and they pajamas and their underwear, 2 and 3 hours, while they sorted things out after they busted out all them damn doors.
And that was getting trimmed to Agua, man.
Like I said, it ain't gonna be no thing for them to get us.
If it's a situation where it's some blatant
man,
shit,
we good enough.
Like,
Like if they can't catch one of them, like black man good enough. Or I'm gonna come home and don't want to come back to the home base empty-handed.
This thing gonna get like 3,000 a day, and it don't matter whether it's correct people or not.
Yeah.
Detroit, what did you just say a second ago? What did you say a second ago?
I don't know. Fuck Argentina.
Nah, I would not. I thought you said something along the lines of like, if it isn't this or whatever, then if I may have misunderstood it because I was looking at the text message, but I thought I heard what I heard.
Zori is a bullshit dish.
What is Zori Zori?
I have no idea what Zori Zori is.
No?
No.
Am I saying it wrong?
Where'd you eat that?
What does the word Zori mean?
Where'd you eat that at?
Paraguay.
Oh, that's Paraguay, man. It's different.
Paraguay. Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay.
Vori.
Yeah, we're not similar with Paraguay. Uruguay is our sister. Uruguay is, I believe.
No, but
Uruguay. That's how y'all say it. Say the Uruguay.
Uruguay. Yeah, we don't say that. We say
it's from
Uruguay.
Paraguay. Okay. I thought it was
Uruguay is our Uruguay and Argentina. We speak the same. We're almost like twin cities, but it's countries.
Because they white.
No, it's not white.
Come on, man. I was there. You can't put that shit on me.
I'm not saying that that's not accurate. I mean, that's an observation, right? But it's more,
our
culture,
blood
man.
is pure Spanish and
the
mixed in those dirty Indians. Is that
That's
what
right.
you're saying?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what they
We're
said.
pure
Right?
Spaniard.
That's what. Hey, what he said to be exact, and we're gonna quote him, right? Nosotros venimos en barco. Ellos I think it was de la suelda or de la celda or whatever. Like they came from the jungle. We came on boats. So we are more civilized, in other words.
Now, how am I work with a
They let
motherfucker
you
who
land.
not black? How am I work with a motherfucker who think like that?
Hey, who?
Like I said, Detroit. I'm not even telling you. Look, I'm not even telling you that.
Who would you work?
you're
Who would you work with?
Hmm?
Who would you work with that thinks like that?
A motherfucker like you.
That's an old world thought process. You can't think that because of a political leader stating something in the country that applies to everybody that is living there. That's you can't paint in that broad of a stroke. You just can't. No, you can't. That's a practice in mental masturbation.
No,
because you're not growing anywhere. You're not getting anywhere farther or closer along the line.
Are we making an argument that Argentina got a fucking overall culture of fuck colored people?
I'm making the argument that based off of what a political leader said applies to everybody that lives in that country.
He said before he was elected.
I don't know. I don't know exactly. I can't say that, but I do know that he was
be responsible if he said it before you voted for him.
Right. No, I didn't. Why would I fucking vote for him? I couldn't even vote. I'm American.
Anybody in the country,
I'm American.
Like, I can't let the MAGA people off for pedophilia when the man said he wanted to commit incest. I'm like, look, those are right next to each other, as far as I'm concerned.
Those parallel standards, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, that's like if your father, that's like if somebody's dad said, I hate all Mexicans. Mexicans are fucking, they're all beaners, despite of what race that dad is. That the judgment that the dad made or the statement that the dad made applies to his offspring. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be the same thing. Can't make that judgment.
But at the same time, during an argument that those words may be spoken. Those words may be spoken.
Jose, that goddamn beaner.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So it's dude. All this shit is fucking crazy, and it trips me out because I don't operate.
The world
in those
is
ways.
Not a good place.
I know that.
In a bad place right now.
It's really bad right now.
Yeah, we're in a real bad place right now.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Is the simple fact that and maybe you heard that too, Black, before you hopped in. Maybe you're already in the room. But anyway, I said, I saw a video on Reddit, and it showed the first AI video of Will Smith eating spaghetti, And then it showed the current one for right now in 2026 or 2025, and it said this is the difference in 2.5 years and the difference in those things. And one of them looked obviously, as you remember, shitty. But the newest one, it looks amazing. It looks like it was a professional photo shoot of a man making spaghetti, cooking it, and eating it, and it happened to be Will Smith. It was very hard to identify whether or not it was fake. Or it looked really good. And that goes to show you that that's only 2 years. We still have 2 years about the presidency here. That's kind of scary, and they may use that as a weapon. They might weaponize this aspect, this new technology that we have to create things that otherwise may not seem, like
Yeah, of course, to rally up their
definitely question it.
base. Like nobody else is gonna believe them, but their
Right.
base is gonna believe that shit.
I mean,
Just
this little house they building go great in the motherfucking backyard or some shit.
He said
Oh,
the
no.
What's that?
backyard.
Well, yeah, look at that. He's making a fire pit in the middle.
Fucking tent house. I don't know what the fuck they doing with this shit. Put that shit in the backyard, boy.
Is that a tent?
No, they building. They said the cheapest house in 5 days.
Yeah, but sure that motherfucker ain't gonna leak, and
It's insulated like a
the cheapest
motherfucker.
house may not be the best house. What is it? Are these? What are the walls made of?
It was like it was like some wood shit that was prefab.
We guarantee this house to last for 30 years. The exact amount of time of your mortgage. Then you pay for this motherfucker, it's yours, and it may fall down.
Damn.
Let me ask you something.
It's not
DMC,
our problem. Yeah.
with everything that's going on right now in the world, can you think about a time in your life that you've seen that was something as blatant or as crazy as it is nowadays?
No. No, we ain't never had a openly crazy leader that says crazy shit, and you know it's crazy, and or somebody who abused power like this. Like, the court said you fuck the courts. And you really, because you look at it and you say, like, really, who is going to enforce? Like, the police work for him. They can't do nothing. The military works for him.
Yeah.
All the people with the
Department of-
guns work for him.
The Department of Justice is basically the law, right?
And
To an
they
extent.
work for him, and he makes sure.
So
and
who holds the law accountable when the law is breaking the law?
Well, it's supposed to be the Congress. They have the
Yeah,
power.
well,
They
that's not.
can throw his ass out.
But it's majority ruled by Republicans. Am I
Yes,
accurate?
we are, and in the courts, but they fucking give him everything he asked for.
Yep.
This is a conspiracy. These
Huh,
motherfuckers are
there's
in
that-
this shit together.
There's that
Because
word
I
again.
always wonder, like,
Detroit.
because they'll talk about somebody supreme, like his individual cases for the supreme, like why are they accepting his, and some other man is got a real issue, and his will never be heard before the court. Why is this dude being put above every other American on shit that's like on his trial? Like, hey, fuck your trial.
Yeah.
We'll decide that after we decide about this, whether or not this motherfucker got to have an ID everywhere he go, or whether or not these motherfuckers can walk into your house, something that affects millions of people. But this is individual shit that ain't gonna apply to nobody but him. And they hear every one of those. Oh, that'll be on the docket. The Supreme Court will be grappling with that, right? Like, fuck.
I'm gonna run and get cigarettes. I'll be back.
10-4.
Mike got the host.
Okay.
What? Oh, shit, I gotta fucking delete my
You got the
search
power.
history.
There you go.
You don't gotta share your screen if you don't want to, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
Good, man. I'm just kidding. Man. So what
Okay,
I
now
was
you can
talking
play the porn.
No, I was talking No, I was talking to Detroit today and everything like that, and I brought up to him. I was like, "Yo, man, I was mentioned like, have you ever heard of Pizzagate?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he was like, "Yeah, whatever." And most people probably would, but it's interesting how, and I mentioned this to him. I said, the interesting thing about things like that is a lot of people nowadays, they automatically attribute that to QAnon, right? And they store it into
Mhm.
that box, right? That has been, and I thought to myself, I was like, well, fuck all that shit, right? Because in all reality, I think that the biggest thing that when it comes to stuff like this is that they categorize it, they label it, and then they put a brand on it, right? And then they throw it in a
Mhm.
corner, and then everybody looks at it like, oh, dude, that's just crazy conspiracy theory bullshit. And that's a really great way to stop you from looking into it, especially when what you're talking about has a lot of CP involved with it. And then on top of that, it was heard on the internet, and that's, child or
Mhm.
tinfoil wearing hat motherfuckers are about, right? So it stops people from actually looking at it and paying attention to it. But the
Mhm.
reality of it is that when I did look at it, it was actually pretty fucking concerning. It really, really was. But nothing ever
Well,
got
but it was
answered. It
so
kind of
outrageous. Like
right. That's it.
it
It
was
was
so outrageous. Like
so
they're drinking the
outrageous.
blood of these babies,
Yes,
and
and
who the fuck
spirit
doing
cooking.
that?
Spirit cooking is what they call it, right?
But
They, they
then you kind of
but
find
then
out that
10,
oh wait, these people just
10
because you
years
got money
later,
don't mean you ain't like really weird.
10 years later, 10 years later, and then there's Epstein. And then all of a sudden, this shit doesn't seem so crazy anymore.
No,
Those
it
are
was just
all like
crazy.
I don't
I mean, it
know
is. It is. You're right. You're absolutely right in saying that. It is. It's fucking crazy. And that's the reason initially why it just got categorized as crazy conspiracy theory bullshit
because there was some
because it's
shit that
so
sounded crazy.
outlandish. It's so outlandish, right? It's so outlandish that I don't even want to touch it. I don't even want to fuck. It's just crazy, dude. I'm not going to even entertain it because it's that insane. But then all of a
Uh-huh.
sudden, we got Epstein, and we're talking about a fucking billionaire who's been a billionaire for a long fucking time. He's got his own private island. He's got connections all across the fucking hemisphere on both, all across the planet. Of
Mhm.
also, you know how many billionaires there are on the planet, by the way?
Few
Too
thousand.
many. I don't know
How
how
many?
many. Like
Give it a stab.
About 7 to 10,000.
No, it's a lot less than that.
billionaires?
It's a lot less than that. If you thought
Yeah,
that, it's
that seems like a shit. That'd
it's
be all the
actually
money.
closer. It's like
3,000.
just over 3,000. There's only
Okay.
3,000 billionaires on the planet,
That's a lot.
and yeah, no, it is, But
You
if
had
you
a
look at the
million
population of,
million dollars.
but if you look at the population of the world and how many people are there, in retrospect, 3,000 is nothing in comparison to everybody on the planet, and that's a lot of fucking money to have to possess.
Man,
I can't
this
even
shouldn't.
I can't even begin to look at like I can imagine how much $1 million looks like. Probably fits in a garage. It's a lot of fucking money. Imagine what $1 billion looks like.
Oh, they made pictures of what $1 billion looks like, and it's
It's
because they
staggering,
have like
right?
yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah. It's a lot of fucking money. And then you think
Yeah.
about what these people like the people that are billionaires, they're not like self-made billionaires, right?
Well, no,
That's
some of them
past
are.
some of them.
Probably
Rightfully
most of the
so.
billionaires.
I
Like,
wouldn't say so.
I
I
mean,
would think that a lot of that is generational money. It's been
actually,
passed down
I
through the
thought so
bloodline.
too. And then somebody showed me where there are
What?
more
Not
self-made because like the
really.
internet. I mean,
Well, self-made millionaires is yes, I agree with that. But I would imagine that a billionaire looks like looks at a millionaire like a very rich person in the upper class looks at a lower class individual.
yeah,
Because it's
I'm
such a
sure.
staggering difference between the two that
Oh, you
those are
don't even
levels
look at
to
them.
it.
You're like, I ain't got time. I got.
Right. Right. You step
I
over
give
him
you
like
a
the guy that's sitting
glance.
there shaking a cup,
Your whole
out
million
there in the
dollars.
corner.
Yeah, your whole million
Ain't
dollars.
shit.
If I stop and talk to you, I may lose it. Because there was
Right.
there was something on
I may lose your total
MSNBC
value. Right. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
about how rich Jeff Bezos, and I didn't like That dude got rich quick. In 2013, he was worth 25 billion, and today he's worth 250 billion. I'm like,
think about that, man.
In 13 years, your wealth increased 10 times.
Yeah.
Well, here's another crazy thing about a billionaire, though, right? Is because, and in terms of Elon, right? You know, you're based off of what you're worth, but your worth is typically in stocks of some sort,
Yeah,
right?
it's not
so
liquid.
right, it's not liquid assets, so you skirt a lot of the taxes because you can't tax somebody on something they don't possess, but you can value them based off of something that they don't possess, like shares in a stock. However, Elon, even though he didn't get taxed for any of this shit, can use his shares to basically purchase a company, which is fucking crazy. You don't own any of that money, but you can use it to purchase something. However, you don't get taxed on it because it's not actually something that you possess, but you can still use it to purchase something. Like, dude, crazy. Right?
They don't even have salaries.
Insane.
What they do is they borrow the money.
Yeah.
They borrow like this is a loan I'm living off of. Man, you can't tax me on money that I owe somebody, even though that somebody might even be me.
Now think about this. Think about this. Think about you having that lifestyle, not your first year, right? Not your 6th year, not your 10th year. You've been doing this for the past fucking 30 years. You've been this rich for this long. The IRS can't even get you. What makes you think that you're not above the law? What makes you think that if you did want to go to a fucking private island where your buddy, the financier, who you've known for 15 years, holds fucking crazy parties, and sometimes the gals there happen to be a little on the younger side. Well, fuck
That's
it.
how
Why not,
Trump
right?
described him. He likes him on the young side.
Hey, man.
That motherfucking
and who knows?
douche.
Who knows how many people actually share that same appetite?
Right.
You know, another one is Sir Richard Branson. Dude, that guy's been in the zone since what? I mean, he started what? I think when he actually started that was in like the
early
mid to late
90s.
80s,
Yeah,
early 90s.
early 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's not an ugly dude. Like I had this discussion with Detroit earlier. He's like, these are just a bunch of pencil pushing nerds. And it's like, dude, you think that a billionaire is a pencil? It's not. It's like Richard Branson. He's a tycoon. He's not an ugly dude. He is now because he's older. But imagine him at fucking 40, 45 and being just, dude, pockets deep dish. You can go anywhere.
You can keep all shit on the cupboard.
You think that motherfucker wasn't like secret police, you know, like the whole fucking nine? He's
some who made a lot of internet money and built his own crack vault with hookers in it, and they busted him. I was like, how do you like? He built a vault under there where he could go get high and have hookers in there.
You've been living that life for so long. What makes you think that you cannot get away with it? You're gonna go to a fucking. You're gonna go to an island.
You consider yourself above the law and above humanity. Like not even real people. Their pain isn't real.
And then you go to a small fucking island the size of a fucking dime in terms of, in retrospect to the rest of the fucking planet and all the countries around you. And you go have a fucking wild night and get off on some fucking crazy shit and you've been doing this. This is a norm.
Nothing's gonna happen to me.
Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. Yeah, we'll talk on email. We'll fucking send email messages.
Like the other half, like, because we really haven't seen like the super wealthy involved in it. We've seen the wealthy,
yeah,
you know, but not
Forbes,
like other than like Bill Gates.
Forbes lets out that list, but not all the fucking the richest people on the planet are the ones that you don't know about. They don't wind up on the Forbes fucking 100 people. You know, they don't. They're not there.
Like Putin is not going to be on that list, even though it's like I've been stealing from this country for the last 30 years. Everybody got to cut me a piece.
Right.
And that's the part that you know, like it boggles my mind when I look at some of these. Whatever, I don't know if I'm going to use it right, but red-blooded Americans who are like, oh, he's, you know, Trump has got our back. He's looking out for us.
Okay.
What makes you think that? This guy's been a businessman for as long as he's been alive. He's been rich his entire life. What makes you think that he
Where's
has
the
the
history of
inkling?
him ever doing anything for anybody? That's when they say,
Right.
"Oh, he's like, where's the history of him ever doing anything for anybody but his goddamn self?"
What makes you think also that he knows a certain a day in your shoes to know
He
your
does
plight,
not.
to know he doesn't because he's never been poor. He's never needed anything. He's been rich his entire fucking life. But you think that he has
Making
your
him fit
back? You think he understands you? What? What?
because
He doesn't understand you. He doesn't
because
give a fuck
they're looking
about
for
you.
something else. They're looking for something else that he thinks they're gonna he's gonna. Who is it? Somebody was telling me that like he is getting like the people who feel like these people they've been passed over and ripped off. They feel like he's getting revenge for them for their
Right.
what's happening in their
If
lives.
right for their injustice, he's
Yeah,
getting after that. Right. Drain the
yeah,
swamp.
uh-huh.
You know what that swamp is? It's Epstein. That's what it is. And it's and the shitty thing about it is, in all reality, at least this is my stance on it, is I don't think that it's not bipartisan. It's not one end to the other. It's everything
No,
all together. It's both sides. Like the thing that drew me into this originally with Pizzagate was the Hillary email leaks, and that had to do with certain incriminating things towards Podesta, both of them, the brothers, and then Timothy John Alefantis, Timothy Alefantis, whatever the fuck that guy's name was, who was the owner for Comet Ping Pong, which is the pizza place that a lot of these Pizzagate conspiracies started to circle around. And this is way before QAnon and everything like that I stumbled across this, and I started looking at some of the things. He had an Instagram called Jimmy Rockets or Jimmy Rockets, I think it was. And I happened to click on it at the time.
Johnny
Like I said,
Rockets
10,
is the
12.
restaurant.
Yeah, Johnny Rockets is a restaurant. So it was Jimmy Rockets or some shit like that. But you look at some of the posts and pictures that he would be putting there, and then at the time, even though you may not be able to find it now, but at the time he would have pictures on his Instagram that would show pictures of the inside of this family pizza place. And the pictures that they would have on the walls were all really fucking strange. There's a lot of things that were really fucking strange. And
But
there
they
was never
also
any
said that
answers.
Comet Pizza had a basement, and there's no basement there.
Yeah. However, though, if you look, there was an interview, and I have it. There was an interview that he had, and what he ended up saying was this. Just a second. He ended up saying this. They said, what was it they couldn't believe you had made?" And Elefantis said, "Well, we make everything from scratch. Other restaurants, even good restaurants, well, like not roast their own peppers. You can just buy the roasted peppers in a can, or you can buy garlic oil. Some products you can get, and they're consistent, they're easy, but I didn't even know that they existed actually until they said that. I was like, what do you mean? There's another way? You can just buy these things? Because a lot of restaurants will open a can and put it on, like our sauce. We harvest a whole crop of organic tomatoes, 10 tons of tomatoes every year, can them, store them in the basement, have them like a
in the
harvest party
basement.
when it gets, yeah, quoted.
Oh, he used the word basement.
He did use the word basement.
Right, but he's talking about a farm, though, right?
No, he's talking about this fucking restaurant.
There's no basement there, though,
How do you know that?
because we checked the blueprints. Like when so when this all happened, we were like, so you know where the guy Joe from, right?
Yeah.
Salisbury, North Carolina. I mean Raleigh.
Mm-hmm.
He drove
Right.
right by us. He was live streaming. I was watching his live stream,
Yeah.
and he
Dude.
yeah, we ended up looking. There was no basement there in those blueprints when they built it.
Now, between the time that this is all taking place until the time that guy showed up and, he was looking around and everything like that, he went in with the rifle and everything like that, started checking doors and everything like that. Look, I'm not saying that I don't want to harp on the simple fact that there was or was not a basement. That's not the purpose of this, right? The purpose of this is that there is a potential sex trafficking, sex trafficking ring that was taking place here. And there are some very interesting questions that came about, right? Why wasn't there an investigation at all?
What do you mean?
To look into some of these things, because there's a lot of peculiar statements that were made. I'm all ears.
Was there a police report? I mean, I assume they got to investigate.
The only police report.
I mean, you got to have an
was
actual victim or something, like.
Right.
If they were doing or where are the
does there have to be a victim
these
when it
kids
comes to
from, or they?
Does there have to be a victim when it comes to children? Because I don't think that's the case. I think if something happens to be related with child trafficking or things like that, I don't think that they have to actually. You don't have to produce a body for people to go there and start investigating.
Oh,
right?
well, I'm talking about the police.
Right. I'm saying in general.
Oh,
like, I'm not
okay.
saying like you have
All
to,
right.
I'm not saying like you have to produce a body like a dead body. I'm just saying you don't have to produce evidence for something to actually start to take place to initiate an investigation.
Yeah,
something.
but to look into it, you got to go to a judge and get a warrant.
Right. What's the PC? Probable cause.
Well, the probable cause is multiple claims on it, right? So at least some level of investigation that takes place. At least something.
That's not going to reach PC. The judge will find PC. It won't give you a warrant to go investigate.
Okay, certainly not.
You got to give them something. Like, I just suspect this man might be doing. Well, you can have your suspicions all you want, but unless you can show me where there's a probability that this is happening, what am I supposed to say?
Well, I mean, it works down to the point that streamers can be swatted. Meaning that there's somebody that has a gun in the area of where somebody could be potentially having a stream, right? And then the cops show up and they investigate because there's a gun, right? Yeah. So to that extent, it should warrant some level of interest just to say that, some of this shit is weird, right? So this place also would have, shows and concerts and things like that were heavily leaned on by the artist on a procedure or process called spirit cooking, right? Which is, a lot of this occultish type of seance-y sort of thing. And then again, there's just a lot of weird shit that's happening. That's it. And there's questions, right?
But if there aren't any private investigator, he don't need, he can just snoop around. He ain't the government, so.
Certainly,
he's a nosy motherfucker.
I get that. But the funny thing about it is, the funny thing about this is that this got, like I said again, it got packaged, it got branded, and it got thrown in the corner. Yeah. And that's the problem, is that it gets labeled as crazy conspiracy theory shit, branded like that, and then people stay the fuck away from it, like it's toxic or nuclear, and they don't want to deal with it.
There was no there.
Right. There wasn't, right? There was just weird fucking emails that had to talk about pizza and hot dogs and things like that. They were all really fucking peculiar. These are all those leaks that took place. The Hillary leaks and Podesta, right? Both of them, right? So there's a lot of things in there that people were seeing. And it's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Why are these things why does it keep being brought up? Why? And then it goes away. It just disappears, as typically it does here, right? Until a decade later, what happens? We have Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, then maybe Pizzagate was to throw people off the scent. Like, we'll make up something.
You think so?
And it'll be proven to be like fucking retarded, and now people won't even listen to that stuff.
Well, now it seems like there's a bigger.
Now you're part of that people who they deem as crazy.
Right. But there's a bigger fucking spider spinning the web now. And look at it. Look at this. Just look at it.
Do we really want to go that deep?
Nobody's been incriminated.
know?
Nobody's been taken to task on this. They want us to believe that it was a fucking duo team of Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, who happened to be the
Nah, I
only
believe it
person
was more
alive.
than them involved in procuring those women, girls,
Absolutely.
and I
Dude.
believe, like I said, we haven't seen anybody who's like, okay, you got Prince Andrew and you got Bill Gates. Who else
Bill
would be
Clinton.
among that? And Bill Clinton.
And then, and another thing that's interesting about Clinton is that there has always been and I don't know if there's been footage of it or if it's altered or whatever, but there was always that speak or that conspiracy that there was a picture hanging up in Epstein's office somewhere in his house that had Bill Clinton in a blue dress, legs crossed.
Oh, that ain't no
with a
conspiracy.
finger.
You can see that picture.
That's real.
That's real.
What?
That's real.
Okay, great. Now, you're going to tell me with everything that we just said on things that I agree about or that we agree about, that Pizzagate seems now so fucking crazy. Like that's insane. Yeah. It still seems insane.
Yeah.
Well,
with some of the fucking
the
releases
sacrificing
that
babies and all that. I mean, that seems really risky for anybody.
Why? How exactly? How? If you lived on this planet and you've been rich for as long as you've been alive, and it doesn't seem like your life ever has to interact with anybody that is beneath your level of financial stability.
Well, they got to make sure you're a goddamn monster, though, because a normal person is not going to. A normal person is not gonna fucking
allow that.
They're not gonna just sit there silent about it.
Really? Why wouldn't they?
A normal person? If I knew somebody was killing babies and drinking their blood, I like, nah, I'm telling them, y'all.
Right. So you're gonna
crazy ass monsters.
And I want
somebody gotta stop you.
And I want to be 100% honest on this, right? Would you, if you knew that the company that you worked for, the people that you were working for, did those things? Would you really?
Tell on them.
You really would? So you'd put.
You made me come in on a day I didn't want to anyway. So
exactly.
I still got that grudge against your ass.
Now there are a lot of things that come into.
Yeah, I'm telling.
There's a lot of things that come into play about that. They know who you are. They know your social security number. They know where you're at. They know where you live. They know your family. They know your friends. They know your relatives. They know a lot of fucking things about you. If you're up that fucking close, if you're that close to the ring, to the throne, what, you think they don't know you? You think that they can't take things from you that you can't replace? I'm not talking about jobs and financials. Everybody's got a price in this world. Everybody does. And it's never a fucking, there's never a goddamn dollar sign to it. It's a toe tag. And blackmail, and we'll ruin your fucking reputation.
Well,
so you fall in line,
I mean, look,
I
thoroughly believe
you either fall in line or you
that
put
they
your family at
murdered
risk.
Jeffrey Epstein. I believe Jeffrey Epstein was murdered.
Yeah. Certainly,
just so he would never tell.
It takes. Look,
we know they're gonna lean on you, and you're gonna say something to get yourself out of this, and for that reason, you can't be around.
Well, I'm sure
you don't have the most famous person, the most famous arrestee in America in a cell, and he commits suicide. Yeah, it's like, nah.
And in the one wing that he's at,
the in the place we put him at, the camera don't work. No, but then you would move that motherfucker to a place where the camera worked.
It's so blatant. It's so blatant. It's so fucking blatant.
And they send out an edited fucking videotape of what's going on. I'm like, yeah. A poorly edited tape at that, where it was immediately busted. Yeah, they killed that dude. In my opinion.
Yeah, I mean you're absolutely right. I'm just saying, like, again, people will do an amazing amount of things if they feel like they have a lot more to lose, and a lot of them do in those situations. I'm not saying that everybody was on board for it. I'm saying that anybody who wasn't, like, dude, they'll take things from you, man. They'll take your life away from you. They'll take the most important things of your life away
Oh
from you.
yeah,
And
I mean, when you get that
those
high
aren't
up in the world,
finances.
it wasn't because you were a nice person.
Certainly, of course. No, you're
You know,
cutthroat. You have to be.
yeah.
Right. I'm just saying, like that to me, all this is just, it's crazy. I mean, it really polarizes things to see how the world really works,
And
or how
that's
it
what I'm
could
saying. Do you
potentially
really
work.
want to see all of that? Do you really want to know? How depressing would that be if even worse than what you thought is going on? And you're like, oh God, you know what? Ignorance is bliss. If I just didn't, I
Sometimes,
never knew about any of this stuff, I'd feel better about the world.
but the thing
So
is that this thing has probably been going on a lot longer than Epstein. He's just one that falls in line for a bunch of other Epsteins that have come before him. I would assume. And then because then you look at the Me Too movement, and you look at Weinstein, and you look at all these other fucking people, because those things are directly correlated. If one thinks that the government isn't involved in Hollywood, they've got their head in the sand. You know what I mean?
Right.
But those things are directly, they wash, the one hand washes the other in those situations. So you're thinking that some of the people that are in some of the higher parts of entertainment, whether it be a record label or a CEO at Warner's or anything like that, like they don't know that these things are happening, or they're not involved in some form or fashion. It is. It's
they're
all
probably
connected, man.
providing some of the entertainment. That's probably their role in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we got this gal here. She wants to be an actress. Oh, really? Well, let's send her over to Epstein. Epstein knows this producer, and oh shit. Well, he knows Sir Richard Branson, from Virgin Records or Virgin, Mobile.
Oh, I'm sure it was a ton of that.
Yeah,
That Virgin Mobile. She can get a free cell phone too.
Yeah, and not only that, but they'd sucker in the people that were really desperate, broken homes that didn't have a stable group or network of individuals that can talk them off that, right? They had people that didn't have any of those things, that came from broken areas to take advantage of them. It's crazy, dog. All this is crazy. And again, I don't think that it's bipartisan. I think it has to do with both sides of the aisle. And that
But
makes me,
I wouldn't even put it
it
among
bothers me.
millionaires. I'm sure it happened in some back shack in Mississippi somewhere.
Right.
Somebody said they had graveyards, man.
Well, that sounds practical.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, you
I
don't
mean, that's
trust
one of the
somebody else
places.
with the body?
You own a graveyard. What better fucking thing, right? What better
It
thing?
was, yeah, it was just for tax purposes at one point, but now it's got dual use.
Yep. Yep. They said, hey, if you're going to invest in anything, fucking a cemetery is a great investment. People need to fucking take care of the dead. You're never going to go out of business.
Yeah, man, there are a lot of people in the cemetery too. People don't realize, like, you have a little small town cemetery
Yeah,
and
you're going to
find
start
out
running
that,
out of
like,
space.
yeah, like 250,000 people are buried there.
Yep.
Because people been dying for a long time, and
they're going to
like,
continue to die. This is
somebody
what we
gonna
do.
visit the grave anyway.
Yeah, right. We like, you're fucking, Jesus Christ. You're throwing fucking flowers down, and it's
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
it's a neighbor's dog.
unless you were some famous person, unless you were some famous person, 2 or 3 generations, like,
Yeah.
who to their great grandfather's, burial place?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Man, in the words of George Carlin, man, bullshit is fucking everywhere, dog.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the United States is the leading manufacturer, packaging, and shipping of bullshit. It's the truth.
Hey, we're number 1.
We are number 1. Yeah, man. I don't
It's at
know.
4 o'clock here, man. I'm about to go lay down a little while here because I was 1:30 in the morning.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Hey, be safe, Black. All right.
Yeah. Sorry to bounce
Take
so
care of
quickly,
yourself.
y'all. But yeah, y'all take care.
All
Thanks,
right.
son. So I don't know. I guess Detroit's done.
He went for a pack of cigarettes.
Oh, he did. He did. That's right. That's right. That's right. Man, I don't know, dog. This is all crazy, dog. This is all crazy.
It is. And this year it's gonna get crazier.
They're redacting names of people that can potentially be incriminated.
Mm-hmm.
And they're
That's what I'm
releasing
saying.
information of victims. You saw that shit?
We're like, I don't even know how to describe it, but we're seeing with this how powerful these people may be, because are they only fighting for Trump to not be
That's a great
seen? Or are
question.
there other fucking
Right. Not to be
people
steamrolled
who,
along with them. Right.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
one thing that strikes me is like, you notice they spent all this time telling what trans people were dangerous towards children. I don't see no trans people on this list. You know what I'm saying?
Huh? That's true.
I don't see no trans people involved in it. You're one of you same people who were saying that these were the people who are a threat to our kids. Funny is, what I see are the same people who are pointing at trans people. But then is it all just a distraction? You know,
I
keep
don't
them guessing, keep them looking
interact.
one way or the other.
I don't interact with anybody that's like a let me put it this way, because that would sound like as if I don't, as a personal decision, and it's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is that I have not interacted with anybody who is a Trump supporter in detail about any of the things that have transpired. I'm not saying that I don't interact with them, because I interact with everybody, right? But what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying is that I haven't interacted with anybody to see what their take is on some of the things that have taken place. As I said before,
I have online.
have you?
Whataboutism is one of the first things. They try to bring up somebody else.
It's terrible because it doesn't have anything to do with
To
anybody
basically
else.
change the subject over to that person,
Right.
rather than.
So you'd be like, dude, we're talking about year number 2 here. So it ain't whataboutism anymore. This is year number 2. We're here in the second year of this shit. And this shit's happening. So you can't say, oh, well, what about this? It doesn't matter. What does that have to do with anything at any time? You know what I mean? That's like me saying, oh, well, what about the next guy?
You just hate Trump.
And
That's all it is. It's just you hate him.
Who? Me?
And you, anybody. That's their response. Well, you just hate Donald Trump. That's what it is. You got that TDS, that Trump derangement syndrome. That's what it is.
It's not.
That's why you're so all into this.
Right. And that's
there are other problems.
That's a shitty stance to have, right? Because you don't ever sift through the debris. You don't sift through anything. You don't look at what is actually causing people to be upset about the situation. You're just like you're going along with the status quo of things and saying, yes, as the government says, the government does, and I agree with it. And it's like, yo,
yeah, but that dude is getting revenge for me. So whatever he has to do to get because you know what? I still feel like he's been president for 2 years, but I still feel stepped on. I feel good about what he's doing.
Where? Well, yeah, that's a question.
But my everyday life hasn't changed. So that's what I'm waiting for.
You know, I'm actually quite curious, so much so that I might hop into big screen and hop into one of these rooms just to hear what they have to say, because I do have my points as to the reason why I think the shit's fucked up, and I'd like to see what their honest responses are to it, because in all reality, you can't say that it's black people or Hispanic people or anything like that when it comes to the 2 deaths that took place in Minneapolis. It has nothing to do with black or white or black or Hispanic or any of the people that, in all honesty, ICE is there to nab. And I'm not saying black people, but I'm talking about, immigrants, right? Those are Americans. Those are fucking Americans, bro. Like, that's crazy. Yo, like, these are...
but then the whole ICE attitude, like, there's a video of that one short dude where he's telling them, you behave this way when the camera's on, but when the camera's off, you do what we talked about.
Yeah.
So this whole attitude is being sent from the top down.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's coming directly from the brass.
Shit, like I said, you heard Trump saying he wanted those Somalians. They're garbage people. I want them out of the country. As soon as that thing about that daycare center, whatever it was, broke, next thing you know, there's him sending ICE into that community.
What do you think about that? Is that legitimate? Because I haven't looked any research. I know that was a thing, and I saw that they had that. What was it? They had misspelt a certain word or something in the title, right?
Look,
shit like that. Like, I don't know.
When people say we need to because with these shootings, well, you'll see people out there. Well, now we need a full investigation before we ever say anything about this. Even though you saw the video, you saw what happened. Well, until there's a full investigation, I don't think we should jump to conclusion.
You're talking about the shooting?
I'm talking about the shooting. That's what you need to say about these Somalian thing. Has there been an investigation? Has there been all you have is these accusations. We don't have any facts. They stole $500 million from the thing.
I suppose you're right.
Well, see, so they're quick to say it for something that you saw with your own 2 eyes, but immediately jump on these people did it when it came to just somebody on YouTube deciding to go there and say, oh, I knocked on the door and nobody answered. So obviously this room was empty. There are no children being brought to this facility for...
From my perspective, and I did watch it, right? I did watch the video. From my perspective, it looked fucking suspicious. Okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. All of them. All of them. I watched the entire video. And the guy was walking through a building of some sort of a building, and from one to the other, there was one child daycare center to another and to another to another, and all this other shit, right? And as far as questions or as far as signing kids up and things like that, because he wasn't in there to interrogate or anything, he just said, "Hey, I'm trying to sign my child up." He was getting turned down, right? I watched the video, so. I thought to myself, it's fuck is happening, right? That's the question that it turned in my head is, what the fuck is happening? And if that is the case, yeah, that shouldn't be happening. That's my personal opinion of it. If that's the case, if they are milking the government for funds to do these things, then that should not be happening. But let's get down to the nitty gritty, and I guess, you're right. We do have to have an investigation towards it and see if that is the case. Just like with an investigation on any one of the fucking shootings that took place, before we jump to conclusions, as the federal government did for the death of that white girl and that kid, that guy, they jumped to conclusions and they automatically called them domestic terrorists. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I'm not on one side or the other of this. I am on the side of doing things the appropriate way, the way that it should be done. You investigate, you look, you fucking sift through shit and figure it out, and then come to and determine a conclusion based on your findings. You don't just automatically say, "Oh, these motherfuckers are terrorists. That's why you got shot." Or the head of
But
the
you
FBI
never.
says
But
you
with
can't
the way
show up to a
it,
fucking you can't show up to a protest with a fucking loaded gun. That's against the law. What? Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, that's our Second Amendment right. We can show
that
anywhere we
was
want with
Kyle
a fucking gun
Rittenhouse.
given.
That was Kyle
Exactly.
Rittenhouse, and they made him a
He's a
page for
patriot.
the one of the like you got a job working for a congressman or something after this. You met the president, all that shit.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, look.
So it's pure hypocrisy when you come to that. Like,
if we're
this
gonna be
motherfucker
even,
actually
let's be
killed
even, man.
somebody. He killed what, 2 or 3 people?
Yeah.
And 2 of the people he killed were trying to stop him because they recognize him as the guy who shot somebody down the street.
Right.
This is the shit.
Like, that motherfucker's got a rifle. He's murdering people.
Yeah. And he ends up killing them.
Again, man, it's so one-sided. It's so one-sided. So that's why, like, I do want to have a conversation with somebody who's on that side to try to see where their fucking level of it is and how it can make sense.
Level of hypocrisy.
Oh no, their level of
their
their level of understanding of it. Like, you got to make it make sense to me, and I don't think that they would have a very good fucking shot of making it make sense to me. Because what I saw is irrefutable evidence of government officials or government agents murdering somebody execution style in the streets of Minneapolis. And that's reprehensible. And then 2 hours after that motherfucker died, they said he was a domestic terrorist. That is Orwellian, if I've ever fucking seen Orwellian before in my life. Like, you're gonna tell us that what we saw isn't what we saw?
Yeah, I mean, like you treat me like I'm really, really stupid.
Right. Like, really stupid.
And I don't, like I said, I don't know how you could sit here, but then again, like, I don't know how there are people who watch Fox News after they know the Fox News fucking lied to them.
I watch it. I watch Fox News here and there, right? And I only watch it for the simple fact of seeing, what it is
they
that they're
gotta
spinning.
say.
Right.
Yeah.
I watch the same thing for
Well,
CNN.
no,
I watch the thing that they spin.
I'm talking about the people who still watch, and that's their news service. That's where their source of information. I'm like, they were caught lying to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how?
But they don't. It's a indoctrination. It's literally like like you're being, your mind's getting warped, you know. But I feel the same way about both ends of it, to be honest with you, DMC. I do, because I see the spin on both ends of it, and for me, from my perspective, I see it's all a sales pitch.
You don't have a heat. What? Yeah, it's all sales pitch.
Yeah,
they're trying to sell you on an idea of what this country is and what it'll be, and you can either get suckered into the pitch or you say it's bullshit. I'm taking my business elsewhere. And a lot of people, but they're telling a lot of these people what they want to hear.
Yeah,
So,
I get it.
If
I
you're
get
telling
it.
people what they want to hear.
But with everything that's happening, though, like, do you think that's a good thing for the voting class? Like,
hell no, it's the worst thing you could possibly do.
It makes you question the government.
Well, you shouldn't trust the government completely. But
I don't trust the government at all.
Well, some things
I don't trust them at all. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. Do I need the water to be ran, and do I need my electricity to run and my internet to work? Yeah, of course.
Well, yeah.
So I
I
have
mean, every
trust.
time you turn on that tap and drink what's in it, you trust the government.
I trust the government that they're going to be taking care of my ass. I get that part. And then when I go grab produce and everything, I trust the government that they're handling that side of things. But like beyond that, I can't. I don't. I mean, look what's happening now. Look what's happening now with all this Epstein shit. That's not a Democratic thing or a Republican thing. That's a fucking that's a mix. It's a mismatch again. It's all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got these
it's
motherfuckers. No term limits. They're just sitting there fucking until they want to fucking leave.
Yeah. Well, people keep voting for him. Like, I don't know about term limits. Like, I mean, this is the man you want to represent you. I mean, it can get to a point like, had some of these politicians where, fuck, that person's on their deathbed. Don't need to be here. Yet, here you are.
Holding on to old ideals and old values and still injecting them into things. That's another thing, right? New blood. You need to, the times change.
But you know what? At the same time, I don't want people to rush towards new ideas that are untested. Like, hey, let's all get into crypto.
Right.
Like, hey, wait, motherfucker.
Right. Like everybody got into what's that shit called? The what was the other one before crypto? Those little pictures that you can buy. Anyway, go ahead, man.
NTFs.
Yeah, NTFs. Everybody fucking dropped fucking mad loot into that shit. Where are NTFs now? Where are NTFs
sitting
now?
There, sitting wherever that person had them, and they're realizing that I got ripped off.
Bro, I had the fucking frowning monkey NTF, bro.
Guess what? There's a picture of it on my screen. I can make one right now if I want to.
Yeah, right. I can have AI help me that. I'm gonna make it a fucking monkey fucking a coconut. How about that?
It's called copy and paste. It's
and I can animate it now
what
with
are
Grok.
you thinking?
Idiot. Anyway, all these things. Me being who I am, like I said before, and then Detroit's questioned me on it and a few others, and they're like, oh, you don't vote and everything like that. I said, well, there's only a couple of reasons that I would vote this time around. And it would be if this motherfucker tries to go for another term. And if the second is if the person who's running against them sells me on the idea, they have to sell me. They have to fucking make me a believer. Because I don't believe in anything that's happening right now. All this shit seems like it's up in the air. It's a big fucking clusterfuck. It's a big clusterfuck. And there's a bunch of rich motherfuckers out there that don't give a fuck about the rest of us. They're just looking out for their own fucking tail. And they've been lying to us repeatedly, live in 4K, saying shit about this Epstein motherfucker. And then you come to realize, you've been in it. You've been involved the whole fucking time.
Either that or you're trying to hide it.
Yeah. Like, I never know.
Which is just, like the same thing. Like, you people were all into trying to, you were all into selling this shit. But now that it comes time to actually deliver, you want to hide. You want to hide it all. You were just talking bullshit. You never cared about this issue. Just like I when they talk about illegal immigration, and I'm like, okay, so how's that hurting me?
Right.
Like, how's that really hurting anybody? I mean, these people are actually, and I had this argument with Detroit. Look, we are all exploiting illegal immigrants.
They do the jobs we don't want to do, motherfucker.
They do jobs we don't want to do. They work for cheaper, so our prices are lower. Our prices are lower. They pay into Social Security, and they'll never get a dime of that money.
Yep. And it's like, yo, you think, they're taking our jobs. What fucking jobs? The one that's picking fucking strawberries out in the field? That's a job? You want to do that job? No. You don't. So what the fuck? As a matter of fact, so common as it was,
and even if they are, they're not taking your job. That man employing them is skirting the law and using these people like, well, I can hire these people and under the table and not pay and pay them poorly. And look,
but as I was going to say, as I was going to say though, that was a known understanding. It was an unspoken understanding. You know, they come across. You know what I'm saying? Like Hispanos, they come across the border.
Labor and people,
they get the job done. They get their money. They go back across. They get American money for cheap labor. Everybody wins. You get labor done on your farm for a cheap amount, but they get dollars, and that's worth a lot more when they come back. And it's just like, dude, it was a common understanding. They used to come back and forth. It's hey, nothing wrong with it. Everybody wins. And all of a sudden, you're like, oh, we got a problem with it. Why? Because you think that everybody that comes across is a fucking criminal? No, it's the land of opportunity.
It's easy to paint them as that.
Of course, it's easy to paint anybody that way. You can paint anybody that fucking way. You can frame anything the way you want.
Yeah, they can't stand up for themselves and say this isn't true. So they say, "Oh, you're illegal."
They just cower. Yeah.
Hop in the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me throw the cuffs on you and put you in the truck. They can't defend themselves on any of the things that's said about them.
They can't. Yep, they can't do anything. All they have to do is hop in the fucking truck and get back to where they came from. And like, dude, a lot of these people ain't bad, man. I know a lot of fucking Mexican people, man, and they're all fucking good, honest, hardworking people. They're just trying to carve out a little piece for themselves. That's it. They ain't trying to take nobody's jobs. They ain't trying to try to corner the market. They ain't trying to do any of that shit.
Like I said, man. If they really, really, really want to stop illegal immigration, they would not go after the immigrants. They would go after the employers. You don't see no employers like, we just locked up this guy for employing 50 illegal immigrants. No.
That's very true. You cut it at the fucking... Right.
He's the actual criminal in this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You cut it off the fucking... at the spigot.
Exactly. If you really wanted to stop illegal immigration, you would go after the employers. You would lead those people, because if you nobody's going to come if there's no work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody's going to come if nobody's going to hire you. But they leave those people alone and they go after, it's like going after the people who are getting high and not going after the fucking major suppliers.
Right. Like, what are you gonna get? What are you gonna get out of the motherfuckers getting high? You ain't gonna get nothing. I mean,
don't go after the motherfucker. Go after Tony Montana, motherfucker.
Right. I mean, for real.
But Tony Montana's paying you off. He's got a whole. He's got, what's his name? Bloomberg or what was that?
Yeah. 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 You got some. You got some hush money.
Yeah, who gives him a number. This is what it's going to cost you every month.
Right.
I got 50 killers on my payroll, or 20 guys who are killed.
Like I remember here. I remember here because this is a border state. Arizona is, and shit like that, right? And like during the holidays and whatnot, I go to a Mexican restaurant with my mom and everything like that. We just grab some grub on the way out and everything like that. But it's like during the heat of all this, the illegals are coming across and all this other shit. But you see, and nothing against it, right? I don't mean anything by it, but it is a stark. It's an interesting observation, right? Is that you go into a place, it's all Mexican people that work there, right? Obviously,
hey, dude, I'm in LA.
Everybody's
Mexican.
A mom and pop. It really is, but this place, it's a mom and pop, right? But there's nothing but white people that are coming in and everything like that. And it's like, dude, and I'm not Mexican, right? So it's not like, oh, you're disrespecting, but you are in a way, because, everybody that I know that's Mexican or Hispanic of any sort, or like, dude, they're not bad people, man. They ain't bad people. They don't have it.
But you got to make a villain in order to justify what you're doing.
Of course,
and that's what they're doing. They're making they have the big microphone, and they can go out and say these things, and they on the other side, these people have no voice. So message gets out, and they make illegal immigration seem like it's some kind of horrible
virus,
yeah,
a
like
pandemic that's happening. It's like, dude,
yeah.
what?
When there was an actual pandemic, you motherfuckers didn't believe.
Right, y'all motherfuckers like, fuck it, we're going out anyway. Give me all
There's
your
actually
toilet
something
paper.
in the country threatening us all. You
It's like,
motherfuckers
it's
didn't want
crazy.
to curtail any of that at all.
Right. And it is crazy though. I mean, if you look at it, like dude, hey, immigrants, what are you talking about? It's the land of the free. I mean, that's a cornerstone of who we are. We're all immigrants. We've all immigrated here.
We're
There's
here
always been
illegally, and I'm
immigration
like,
happening.
okay, it's here illegally.
Hasn't there?
Huh?
There's always been immigration here. There's always been an immigration of people that were coming to the, like if it wasn't the Irish,
Native
it was the
Americans.
Asians.
You don't even see them no
if it
more.
wasn't, right. So much so that hey, the federal government pays them and stipends them a pay, and doesn't tax them for as long as they have offspring. That's like
Somebody's talking about, well, you should give the Indians back this land. I'm like, motherfucker, they gave them casinos. I was reading like
they got unlimited money. Yo.
Yeah, dude, they said that those casinos for this one tribe earn $1 million a year per person, and they get $600,000 a year. I'm like, hey,
that's a good
look,
one. Yeah,
that's fuck. You're being compensated for whatever happened to you,
and you don't get taxed on none of
you
that
don't
extra
get
shit.
Man, the state of California was begging them for money at one point. Like, could you give us some of your money? We're broke. Please.
That's crazy.
The state was begging these motherfuckers for money. They're like, oh, okay, we'll think about it.
Hey, man. Hey, look,
they
man.
couldn't tax them. Yeah.
I fall back on a lot of Carlin, right? I don't know where your stance is on him and what his beliefs and what he said before, but I think George had a lot of interesting points on a lot of different things.
I was one of the greatest comedians ever.
So, with that being said, like his observational humor, but it always did make sense, right? Like, and he said bullshit is everywhere. He said we are the top leading producer, manufacturer, shipping of bullshit. High quality bullshit, and in all reality, like that's the truth, man.
Right now, the bullshit is kind of getting low quality.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no,
that's the problem. I'm disappointed in the quality of bullshit you motherfuckers are producing.
You're like, hey, whoa, hey.
Back in the day,
I feel like I'm being bullshitted right now. I don't
like that kind of
back
bullshit. In the day, it didn't feel like bullshit.
Right. You're like, hey, I can sense I'm being bullshitted right now. I don't like that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I need high quality bullshit. Where
we like, yeah, I like that idea. That's a good idea right there.
Could be, huh? Yeah, all right.
All right.
You're not putting the effort in that you once did to bullshitting us.
Yeah. Oh man, this just seems like an episode of the Twilight Zone in some ways, man. Like, fuck, man, this is crazy. This is
gonna be a crazy ass year, man, because you got just a crazy man.
I talked to this one cat that I know. He's a former cop in NYC. And I was like, I asked him, he's an older man, right? I was like, man, David, have you seen shit like this before? He said the same thing. He's like, dude, I ain't never seen no shit like this before, man. I ain't never seen no shit like this before. In all my years as a cop, and all my years, and I just ain't never seen shit like this.
Because this is like, dude trying to take over the elections now. I'm like, yeah, we gonna let funny joke, right? You man who still can't get over an election from 6 years ago, be the guy in charge of the elections now. He said, we need to bring it over to, put the federal government in charge. Not when you running it.
What? Yeah, what are you talking about? You're going to start getting rid of state-run elections?
Yeah.
What?
We want. We want.
Well,
We
there's
want.
a lot of corruption going on. Yeah, man, but no, man, no.
Because you
Let me
know
ask you a
that's really
question.
crazy, a really crazy thing to do unless you really, really, really plan to cheat. Because it's like if we lose, we're giving the same exact overbearing power to the other side. And that's
Right.
always been one of the things that stops, craziness. Is like, nah, all right, you do this now, but you won't be in power forever. So these motherfuckers
Right.
are probably planning like, nah, we're planning to be in
No,
power forever.
yeah, we're planning to keep it. We're planning to
Yeah,
keep it. And if we haven't
just give us
already let you
all.
know that we're planning on it, we made jokes about the shit too,
Yeah,
because they have. You know what I mean?
yeah. So look,
That's
hell
so
no,
suspicious.
hell no.
All right, let me ask you a question. What do you think the chances and the probability as we stand now? And I brought this up before, and this was probably about 6 months ago that I remember I brought this conversation up. It's a shame that nobody else is here. I'll bring this up later on when we have a much more full panel. But given the situation, temperature as we are here as a nation, what do you think the chances are, probability of a civil war?
I thought that's insane. That's crazy. But I'm looking at the point of these dudes try to actually take away our right to choose who's going to be in charge. At that
Yeah,
point in time, do you really have a choice?
yeah, you're
Do you
right.
really have a choice if
What
somebody's going to
other alternative is there, right?
exactly?
You have to go by
Because
aggression. The
at that point,
political,
what else? They done
right,
took every bit of. You have no more say in the
uh, right, absolutely.
country.
Because in all reality, the only like that would be a reaction to the fact that they're taking the ability to vote away and to choose who the next leader is for the next term.
Yeah,
Them
like I
doing
said,
that
that
would
would.
create that reaction of
Yeah,
like, that's it.
you wouldn't have a choice left.
Right. There is no
But
more picket signs. There's no opportunity anymore left for picket signs and to my voice is powerful. Nah,
your voice means nothing.
anymore.
You might
Right.
be
And you
yelling that
guys
into a
just
paper bag and
right.
throwing it
And
down the hole.
you guys just prove that point by saying that, you're taking away our ability to vote for who we want next.
Yeah,
And that's
you're taking
crazy.
away
And if
all our power to do anything. That you have
about
taken
it
away our last bit of control over
of
our own lives.
right of
It's-
and I would almost say almost to an extent a level of civility in the whole situation because now it's like okay, now push has become shove.
Sure,
So our
yeah,
civility is out the window. Our ability to be able to talk through this is no longer there. We have to take by force.
talk is useless at that point.
Right.
These
Right.
people have already made up their minds. They're going to
Right.
take away your power to
I think
decide how you want to live in this country, and
I
they're
think
going
it's
to dictate
crazy.
it to you.
I do think that it's crazy that that question was posed to the president of the United States of America by a reporter.
What did he
I
say?
think I can't remember it.
He probably said, "Well,
but
they'll lose."
I mean, but they asked like, what do you think the probability of this is? Because, dude, there's a lot of civil unrest, and the conversation that I was having with Detroit earlier had to do with and Black as well had to do with the fact that, granted, there's certain people and races and whatever that don't want to interact in this and be like, hey man, I'm good, right? As far as I think my understanding from what Detroit was saying is like, dude, I don't want to why do I need to fucking stand up for them? I don't need to stand up for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is our thing. I don't want to see no black people die over this shit. I respect that. I understand that, right? But my retort to that is I think that a unifier, which isn't very often that it's used, but it is a unifier, is oppression. Is oppression.
Yeah, this is look. Well, my opinion on it is it doesn't matter who it's happening to. This is your country, and
yeah, where else are we gonna go?
And whatever, like, is that old saying? First they came for the Jews and nobody spoke up. Then they came for the communists and nobody spoke up. And then they came for the gypsies and nobody spoke up. And now there's nobody left to speak for me. Now they're coming for me, and there's nobody left to speak up. So your survival is absolute. This is your country, and these are your fellow countrymen.
Yeah.
Regardless of any of the other things that you may think about, well, this ain't me,
right.
it's those people. And, no, this is your country, man.
Right. I feel
those
the same
people
way.
are those are your fellow countrymen, and anything that happens to them can happen to you.
Right. Well, you think that? Yeah, exactly. Like if the situation was phrased in a way of like they're coming down the street and they're beating on doors, sort of situation, and they're a block
they are
away, but you can
coming
see
down
them
the streets and beating on doors. They go through whole apartment buildings and loading everybody out of every apartment.
Right. So it's not like you're not going to be like, oh shit, I'm in the same situation. I'm in the same boat. Hey, I'm gonna knock on my neighbor's door. I don't care what color, race, or whatever the fuck. Yo, man, some shit's going down. We're in it.
Yeah.
Let's try to fucking, like, dude, what's that? Self-preservation, man, in a way, right? But it is a unifying thing of saying, hey, we're both in this shit together. We got to figure it out.
If you believe in anything, man, you gotta stand behind it.
You gotta stand behind it, man. I mean, shit. I don't know, man.
But the thing, well, black people should stay out of this.
Yeah.
Nah.
Look, I can't say nothing about it. And I certainly can't. If somebody, wanted to feel that way, or if somebody feels that way, hey, that's your right. I'm not going to look at you any differently for thinking that way, right? But if we're in a way in the same vicinity of one another and shit's coming our way, best believe we're both affected by it. All that shit's out the window at that point. Really.
Oh, my neighbor's house on fire. I don't need to look. Fire spreads.
Fire spreads, man. I better help his ass out so it doesn't get to me.
Out if you were. and even off of just a self-preservation level, if it's a clear wrong, you should stand up for a clear wrong.
Yeah,
you should
absolutely.
stand against a clear wrong.
That's humanity. That separates us from the fucking animals. You know what I mean? Like you.
Yeah, I mean, when the wildebeest, when that lion comes, they all run and like, okay, the one that gets caught is dinner.
Hey, shit, better.
I mean, that's the animal kingdom, but that's not. We're not.
That's not us.
We're not those animals.
Right. At least not yet. We haven't been pushed to that limit yet. We're still civilized enough to know that.
It's like watching a baby on the edge of a. Well, that's not my kid. Fuck, it's a baby, motherfucker.
Fuck that. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, he's on the ledge. Well, but it's not mine. So if he falls, that's somebody else's problem. No,
that's somebody else's problem, not mine. No, it's everybody's problem.
You gotta have some kind of humanity and realize that, like, fuck, that is. You gotta have some empathy and put yourself in that position.
Yeah,
and say, what would I want somebody to do if I would be?
If I was there, right. Exactly that. Exactly that. And I know that we have our differences and everything like that. But I always go back on the same fact that dude, man, we have a lot more similarities than we do differences, man. I just think they indoctrinated the idea that there's a lot of differences between us, and I don't think there is really. I mean, there are.
Well,
I'm not going to deny that.
Keeping the differences going between us is a way to make us a weaker group as a group.
Yes.
You don't want to see the people
unite and see that.
Yeah. I remember
divide and conquer.
In '92 during the riots and the Crips and the Bloods that made a truce. The police did not want that. Even though it's like, hey, don't you know you're actually saving lives and they're not killing each other? Like,
Right.
fuck that.
We bringing
We'd
shit
rather
together.
have these
Like,
two groups opposing each other and be weaker as two groups
that together, because there's fucking a whole lot of shit to deal with if they unite.
Yeah.
And we don't want that. We don't want that. Yeah. 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 I mean, there it goes. It goes to show you right there. Case in point. The defense rests. If differences can be fucking set to the side and we can be like, dude. Anyway.
Didn't want that.
Anyway.
They didn't want
they never.
we need and that goes for just about anything. You know, you start talking about economics and they want to call it communism or, you know, and like, look, all these systems are really just a way of deciding on how we're going to divide the money. That's all they are.
Right.
And if you and it was some dude who came in here one night and he was talking about, I'm a capitalist. I said, dude, but you see they're inventing AI and robotics and stuff like that. At some point in time,
you're out.
The actual capitalists won't need you. Why are you supporting the capitalists when the capitalists are doing their best to get rid of your ass?
Right. That's the interesting thing about this. This whole thing is based off of free market. That's fine. Right. Great. Fantastic. But the fucking simple fact of it is that I'm going to try to side skirt. I'm going to try to cut off the next motherfucker to me. I'm going to drop my price. I'm going to give off a deal so that I can make more money to fuck him before he fucks me. Right. That's honestly like how it works. Right. The second that the corporation doesn't need you to fucking do that for them anymore. They don't need a salesperson, or they don't need the machines that build the vehicles
need
anymore.
You to not wise up and group together, and they're getting to the point now where it won't, like, if we can get robots and computers to do this shit, doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all y'all get together. You know, you're gonna get together in the goddamn unemployment line. Get the fuck out.
Yep, you sitting on the fucking county line, homie.
Yeah, we don't need you anymore.
Nope. Yeah. The whole universal fund shit. Yeah, we're working on that later. Yeah, take care. See ya.
Because that's the way I look at AI. I said, look, these are people who are trying to say, there's labor and then there's capital. There's the people who do the work and there's the people who own the shit, and they decide how the money's good. They get the money and they decide how much you're gonna get out of it. Yeah, they may have not even hit a lick at a snake, but they're the ones who decide, and we're closest to the money. We're gonna get the most of it.
Again, one of the quickest realizations of that is that the second that AI agency was starting to be talked about and developed, what was it? Taco Bell started to fucking introduce that into their system, into their drive-through, and they immediately like fired fucking 25 to 3,500 people all across to replace them with this AI shit. And then they realized that it was a fucking super fucking fail, and they tried to hire those people back on. But it goes to show you, the second they got the opportunity,
man. I called the pharmacy the other day, man. I had an argument with the AI. I said, I need to talk to the pharmacist. This motherfucker was like, this AI just like was ignoring what I said. Like, it was ignoring me. And it kept trying to do what it wanted to do. And I was like, no, I need to look, you don't like, and the AI didn't understand the problem. And because it had to do with insurance and approval and all this. And I'm like, I need to talk to the actual pharmacist. And man, I had to hang up 3 different times and call it back till and it recognized me every time I called them back. So it wasn't like the AI knew it was me immediately.
It called you by name and shit. You're like, motherfucker.
Yeah, like, oh, we know the number, we know the name, we know who you are. You just called. And it was 3 different times where I just like, fuck you, hung up and then called them back. And
we heard what you called us.
Finally gave, because like I didn't know, like back in the I guess it was the early 90s. I didn't know about, it was like caller ID was not a public thing, but the banks had it. And
Oh, yeah.
man, that is something that so pissed me off because I had deposited 11 checks and they didn't show up. I deposited them in the ATM and they hadn't showed up in my account. I needed that money. I had bills to pay and all this. And said, well, it'll take 7 days. And every day I'm calling them and they're giving me the runaround. That 7th day came and I called them and they immediately, Mr. So-and-so, like they knew my name, like with me, I was having to say anything. Your money's in the bank. I'm like, you motherfuckers knew, because they would say, like, well, who are you? And then they say, okay, hold on. Okay, I'm going to patch you over to somebody else. And they would just give me the runaround till finally you get to that point where they transfer you to somebody and don't nobody answer. And then, but on that 7th day when the money had to be there, they knew who I was before I said a word. They said my name and everything. I said, you motherfuckers knew who I was every time I called. I realized it at that point. You knew who I was every time I called, and you just bullshitted me. And to me, like, there's a certain part of me is that, like, I wouldn't want to be part of this system. Like, I'm as mad as you, the human being, as I am the system, but for your participation in it. To know it was me and to fuck me over and to pass me around and all this. And probably like laugh as you fucking push the button. Yeah, but go ahead and get passed over. Let me pass you over to Josine and she'll fucking pass you to somebody else. And then we're gonna pass you to somebody who's fucking not even there. It's not even at work today. And you'll just sit there, you'll sit there waiting for them to pick up and they won't. And like I said, for you to even participate in it, I kind of like have a low opinion on you. It's like, man, you know what you're doing. And you know on the inside, you got the inside. You could have told me, like, well, you know what? We have caller ID. We know you're calling. We just don't have the money in right now. And there's really nothing I can do about it. I can pass you somebody, but they're just going to pass you around. You're just going to have to wait.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you could have just broken down honestly to me, and I would have been like, oh, well, okay, you're just another cog in the system. But you
corporate America, man.
participated in the charade. You know what I'm saying? You participated in the charade and knew what you was doing. And like, you're looking at me like the rich look at regular people. Fuck them. You meaningless.
Yep.
You know, I'm like,
yep. You're just another
that's
number.
the part that really like stuck with me. Out of all of it, it was the fact they knew who I was, but the fact that you participated in this. Like, how could you? And I like I said, I couldn't do it. You know, I remember getting having to do community service. And the place they sent me was this veterans thing. And I was supposed to call old people and say, oh, well, don't you remember you donated, like, you donated with us last year? What are you going to give us this year? And I realized, like, dude, you guys are playing, you're playing these old people. And I immediately said, fuck this. I'll pay the fine. I'm not going to participate in, like, this is worse than this is worse than my infraction. You know what I'm saying? You have me doing something worse than what I did. And I'm not going to do it. I said, fuck it. I'll pay the fine. Fuck community service. And that shit was $800. It might have been 1,000. I was like, oh, fuck.
It was to show you the life we live, man, the world we live in.
I was like, man, you guys are, and this is what I'm supposed to do to make up for what I did, is go out and do something worse. To me, that was morally worse.
Right.
To con these, like, like, don't you remember that you gave us money last year? Like, this probably was a list that they called that woman 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
They did the same thing to her. I was just like, I can't do this. I can't. So, like I said, it bothered me that person even participated in this shit. The people working for the bank, the regular people, would go ahead and do this. Man, it was. Because I can't see why. Why would you sell yourself out? I mean, there's got to be another goddamn job where you ain't got to do this. If enough people said no, then they'd stop trying to do it.
No, I don't. No. I don't. That's it's not going to work that way. There's always going to
There
be
ain't enough
somebody
people who will say no.
there's always going to be. It's not that there's not enough people that say no. There's just too many people that say that that they're willing to give more of themselves for the almighty dollar. They're willing to. That's a sacrifice, right? That's a sacrifice that we don't make.
Sacrificing your own integrity, your humanity, your own.
Some people don't care about those things. Those aren't
They filled all the guard positions at the concentration camps. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe so.
There
Or
were
maybe
motherfuckers
so. Maybe
come in there and say, "Yeah, I'll do the job."
maybe it lines up. Maybe it lines up exactly with who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or maybe they may not think that that's that bad, so they don't think that they're actually losing anything out of it. You know what I mean? They're not sacrificing anything out of it.
I'm
not
just a
saying
little
that that's
person
right. I'm just
inside the
saying.
machine. It doesn't count. If I don't do it, someone else will. Yeah, well, that's the same. That's the same. It's the same excuse a crack dealer did. Why don't you just go sell crack? Be honest.
I mean, that's true.
Have some integrity. Yeah.
Have some integrity. Hey, man, if you're going to do it, man, you better be an entrepreneur, motherfucker.
Yeah, go do it for yourself at least. Don't go on and do it for somebody else.
Yeah, it's true. Don't be somebody else's bitch.
Yeah. I'll respect you more. When I called up trying to sell me some. Well, sir, we don't have your money, but I have some crack. You might be.
I got some crack, man. This high quality shit. Oh, man. But
I'll give it to you on credit. So when we do get your money, I'll take my piece out first.
Yep. The VIG's running, man. The juice is always on. Anyway, man, I think I'm out. It's already fucking 12:30 where I'm at. I don't think Detroit's coming back, but I don't know if he's been recording this whole time or what.
I think he's still is the channel on? That's one of the reasons I'm here. I didn't just want him to, have like.
That's a good question. As a matter of fact, I'm actually gonna check it out. Let's see. Yeah, I think we've been on this whole fucking time. Yep.
Yeah, I just heard the.
Well.
Yeah.
That is.
Well, you know what? I'll stay on and I'll just mute my mic and watch TV. Out. Yeah.
All right. Well, DMC, always a pleasure, sir.
All right.
You be safe. All right. Take care of yourself.
You
talk to Detroit. Tell them what. Yeah. Well, you talk to Detroit. Tell them I said the same. All right.
All right.
All right. Later.
Later.